Hello, chat.
Ah!
Oh, wait.
Got him.
I also need to do the other thing. There we go.
Hello,
You
hello,
too can
party
hear
people.
The music.
Yay.
Yes, hello, chat. Hello. We are back. We are here. And we're ready to be evil.
I'm ready to steal candy from a child.
Which is fine by me.
Hmm?
Steal candy from a baby, which is fine by me.
Oh. I'm ready to be evil.
Evil time,
What?
evil gang.
What
Evil
are
gang,
your
evil
two
gang,
music
evil gang.
playing right now?
No.
Because I'm sharing my music and Game is also sharing his music.
Yeah, let me... I guess it doesn't make sense for me to share it with you since we're going to be using your music anyway.
It's all good.
Yeah, I think I have all of my stuff open.
Cool.
So I'm ready whenever you are.
I'm sure
Alrighty.
something.
I feel like I should blow my nose, but I don't really feel like getting up to go grab a tissue. So
Oh.
we're just gonna hope for the best.
You got it.
Oh yeah, so chat, I am a little under the weather today, so we're gonna play, and if I start to feel worse, we might end early. But you know, if I don't, then we'll play through everything I got for us tonight, I think.
Yeah.
And then I wanted to give a little disclaimer. I don't think it'll be anything too terrible, but obviously, you know, everybody's different. This is our villains campaign. You know, sometimes there will be some darker stuff. It'll never really delve into like SA or bigotry or anything like that, but there's still plenty of other things that could upset people. Please make sure that you are not, you know, exposing yourself to anything that makes you uncomfortable, anything like that. Feel free to step out of the chat or the stream if anything like that happens, but yeah.
Good disclaimer. Clap, clap, clap.
I try. Don't want to make anybody uncomfy. And of course, that also definitely extends to our players. If you are feeling uncomfy at any time, feel free to DM me, or if you're comfortable saying it out loud, you can do that too. Whatever you want.
Safe space here.
Yeast.
Yeah, I'm ready if you are.
Alrighty. I will change the music after recap because me.
Alright, let me actually...
Mean dialogue options towards NPCs. Precisely. Everybody's gonna be so mean to each other. I can't believe this.
That's our one job.
Mean dialogue options. That's our only dialogue option, I
Save
think.
evil space. I feel like I need that, like, cross-stitch on a pillow.
That is such a good pillow.
I love that.
That rules, actually.
Listen, we may murder people, but we do not break boundaries, alright?
True. Oh, I forget. I have to use the funny extension to turn up this tab specifically.
I believe in you.
You specifically turn up.
I like making things very difficult because I can't think if the music's too loud.
Oh, that's fair and valid.
Murder with consent, exactly. You get it.
May I murder you?
So we can kill
No,
you.
too bad.
Where would you like me to insert the knife?
Okay, so I am going to murder you, but you get to choose how I'm going to do it.
I prefer the kidneys.
So
But
choose
you have
wisely.
preference here.
Is this murder going a little too fast for us? I just want to gauge where we are in this relationship.
You prefer
Are you really using a dagger?
or
That's a little intimate, don't you think? I think
I can
break
do it
skin,
long
not
range,
boundaries.
it's okay.
That's a
That's
catchphrase.
so
That's
good.
beautiful.
I love that. That's the whole.
Put
That's
that
the
on,
that's
like, a
the
battle
heart of
jacket.
the campaign.
True.
Good tagline. Good tagline. Okay. Yup.
Yeah.
You
I
got
cleared
it.
my throat, and then it just got more not clear. We'd
Oh.
love to see it. Get your choice
Got
of limb to
opaque.
break.
Like,
I don't like that. I didn't like that very much. Downvoted.
Want me to break your
Okay.
ankles or your
Get
kneecaps?
downvote me verbally.
I'll upvote. There
Yeah.
you
I'm even votes.
go. I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I don't want. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
You don't deserve to be downvoted for that. I thought it was pretty
Oh.
good.
All right. Recap
Nobody
is a
got me
little
thinking
bit
about me.
long because it was our first session last time, so there was kind of a lot of establishing going on and stuff like that. So, yeah. Not quite as cozy as Bone Snap by his lake. We come in and we see a red-skinned elf with pale purple hair and kind of white runes all over her body. She is sitting in an endless library filled floor to impossibly high ceiling with different books and tomes and records. This is Madame Orios. She is the goddess, deity, however you'd like to address her, of history and law of the world of Telestransia. And she will be the ones delivering our recaps for this campaign for as long as I remember to write them. So she sits behind a very dark wood chest in a somewhat cozy looking red chair and pulls a incredibly thick tome from below the desk on top of it and cracks it open. She puts on these tiny little spectacles and begins reading. Last session, we began our story of those who carry one of the infamy of Eulia into the era of Marcathesia. We were introduced to Nell, Guire, Romulus, and Taphris, a group of individuals who care more for themselves than others. The story picked up with the people arriving at the edge of the Uminomachi docks on the town of Shinsetsu, a small, welcoming village on the tepid crest of the lightning-charged landmass of Arashi-Oi. Though it was like rubbing sandpaper on tinfoil for some, the group huddled together and gathered together in their mutual goal of meeting a person named Filgreed, who invited them all to her place for some help. Meeting the people of the town, including Hemlock Dowell, an elven man who welcomes visitors and owns the docks, Raha, a Tabaxi tavern owner, and Elizabeth, a bugbear woman who lives in and mans the general store, as well as Shoya, a Tengu Arakokra man who was a traveler and a member of the Honetachi, descendants of the immigrants from Inochi no Hone in the western part of the world. Though they spent their first few days in town, the party was quick to find their way to Filgreed's house and make haste towards the plum rice fields in the bent woods. On their way, Taphris, Nell, and Romulus were surprised to find themselves followed by a silent, stealthy fourth member of the group, Guire, who they decided to let tag along and join. As they made camp for the night, Romulus decided to stay awake and take the first watch, as he didn't need to sleep as long as the rest of the party. After the night's rainstorm had seemed to come to a plateau, a large lightning strike hit not too far from the camp, and Romulus listened as the sound of swarming and chirping birds grew louder and louder, until eventually he passed out. When Taphris awoke in the morning, he noticed the sleeping Dacian and woke him up as well. After a brief discussion, the party learned that they had been attacked and stolen from in their sleep, losing some of their gold, their charix, and their rations. The party broke camp and continued on to the edge of the bent woods, where two of the group are struck by a powerful lightning strike in a stroke of misfortune. Though a bit scorched and statically charged, the party pressed on, making the last few hours of the trip to Filgreed's house. Into the bent wood, the party found lush, dark, but blue-hued trees and purple grasses, small mushrooms and critters. It was a short trek into the heart of the forest, where a large structure almost like a tree knot rested, and waiting inside was Filgreed. Bipedal and with long, overstretched limbs, she talks to them while sitting on the floor and managing her collection. The mushroom-headed woman explained to them that when she was chased out of town, one of her collections, some pale white orbs, was taken from her, and she needed them to get it back for her. A few questions were asked, but ultimately the party agreed to help in exchange for their rewards, which included one of the creatures out of her surplus collection. Filgreed helped the party get back to Shinsetsu quickly and left them to find the orb for her. Asking around, the party learned from Hemlock that Elizabeth has sticky fingers, and the party pointed their investigation that way. The discussion went south quickly when Guire caught the bugbear trying to sneak the orb out of a secret stash. Elizabeth was able to escape quickly, and the party found Shoya, the Tengu Arakokra, and asked if he had seen her anywhere. As they were talking, Halberd, the Knoll quote-unquote god of the town, and his lackeys rounded the corner with a scared Elizabeth in tow behind them. A fight nearly breaks out between the gods and our protagonists, but then Shoya stepped in, knocking Elizabeth out and putting on a show of authority to both the townsfolk and the party. He delivered the orb to the party and they parted ways. Soon after, the party is recalled by Filgreed, who gives them the small bag of valuables and their options to collect from the collection reward, of which they ended up choosing the Jade Hyena, a long-limbed, fluffy-looking creature known for its speed and luck. After securing the reward, the party discussed with Filgreed about their ambitions and where they could go next. They were pointed towards a different location of Arashioi, including the Scion Wreckage Site on the far side of the continent, which holds treasures and goods from far-off lands. The Crown, one of the large world trees of Telestrangia, which, in its death, has instead become the throne of the sacred beasts, and deities specific to the Arashioi landmass, where the party could challenge for power and chaos. Lastly, they were steered towards the Pond of Chance in the southeastern side of the landmass, where many people journey to find their potentials awoken and their true abilities revealed. In the short span, though, Filgreed left the party by advising them to head west towards a person she named as V, who could offer the party housing while they decided the game plan for the next leg of their journey. We'll pick up tonight with the party finishing their night of rest in Filgreed's home, and she closes the tome as we join our party as they awake, pretty well rested, in Madame Filgreed's home. She doesn't seem to be present with you guys.
It was Nella, both of us. Yeah, we got struck by lightning. Do we still have the effects of that? Or
Yes, you do.
What were they again?
I think when you
1d6 lightning damage to attacks and
yes,
5 to initiatives.
yeah.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oris is cool and all, but I can't help but just like her a little bit after what she's doing to her Sully right now.
True.
As in,
Very true.
it's upsetting.
The deities work in mysterious ways.
Stop hurting Jersali.
Yeah, maybe they should work in less mysterious ways.
Maybe you should just tell me what the fuck you're doing.
Maybe they should work in ways that aren't erasing somebody's memory just because they want to work for them anymore.
I haven't fully listened to this song yet, so we'll see how it goes.
What if at the end it's just like
It's a scream. There's a
It's just
vibe.
metalcore, yeah. Some wild shit going on.
There's just random vine booms.
would like
Can you
that.
pet the Jade Yeen? Oh, speaking of,
Probably. I don't know how much you'd like to be pet though.
here you are.
Loading. Yo.
Looting.
It's our baby.
Baby.
We made a good choice.
We did.
Friend-shaped.
Absolutely. Evil friend shaped.
Evil. Evil. Well, this is.
So yeah,
gotta
just
give him
to
a
just to
name.
refresh, you guys are roughly about here. And you need to make your way however you find to do so across this little patch of water here. And go up here to the Twice Strike Delta where V is located. If you wanted to head in there.
This was not the town we were in, right? This is a different one.
No, this is different now. This is Algiori. Jiroi.
We're still allowed to go there.
Yeah. Well, we're allowed.
I mean, we
to
can
go
still
back
go to
where
the
we
same
came-
We
place.
go
Yeah.
wherever
Yeah.
we want.
We
Fuck,
haven't technically been
No
kicked
one
out
can
yet.
stop us.
No, we were definitely kicked out. We were told don't come
We were
back.
told not to come back.
I
were
think that was
pretty-
more of a suggestion.
I mean, it's a suggestion to us, but to them it was you're getting kicked out, don't come back. So, you know, and considering we do need to cross the water, and I don't think. Remember when Stick so
Fucking swam
Swam.
miles.
That's
How'd you
gonna.
get here? Swam.
Swam.
That's gonna.
What?
I don't think we could keep that up. I'm gonna be honest. So should probably cross over like a boat or
Oh
something.
yeah, Romulus could not
Probably
swim
get a
that
boat.
far. He is old and frail.
Yeah, when it was first brought up to you, you were told that there is a few different, dock locations where you could buy / rent / steal / somehow procure a boat to get across, which would probably be, the safest and most accessible way to get across. There are other ways, but
Swim.
swim. Well, also air travel is not unheard of, though it is a little bit harder to get your hands on, a little more expensive, and definitely harder to steer, since I don't think any of you guys would know how to fly one. But
See, I would say that Romulus did because he flew here on one, but he has people for that, so no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
the plebeians did it for me.
I'm such a tool. I forgot to list which spells I prepared. God, what a...
Oh no.
No.
So yeah, you got time.
Yeah, it's fine. I just have to choose 4 I don't want, so it'll take like 5 seconds. Anyway.
Actually, we get jumped right now. Combat, go.
Philgreen changed her mind. She doesn't like you guys.
Just
No.
fuck you.
I don't think we could do
I
it.
want her-
You now have to fight whatever the hell she is.
I don't think. I'm
don't
gonna be
think
honest.
we'd
I
win.
don't think we'd win. I don't think so.
I don't
No,
think we'd win.
no.
No.
She
So,
has an
yeah.
endless supply of Pokemon. We're gonna
I say
lose.
she also could just orb you guys. Like,
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
stopping her.
I mean, not a bad way to go.
Or that's she.
Get worked,
Yeah.
bitch.
Okay.
Yeah, with us waking up, I guess. Romulus is waiting for the others. He's probably been up for a while since he only has to sleep 4 hours.
Yeah. You
Oh,
can kind of hear the gentle sound of some steady rain outside. Doesn't sound nearly as powerful as the rainstorm you guys kind of dealt with on your way here, but still raining nonetheless.
In fact, he's sitting in that same chair he made, and he's just kind of sitting there with his legs crossed while his unseen servant gives him a foot massage.
Yeah. Checks out.
out.
Checks out.
well, good for him. Some of us don't have unseen servants.
Just learn the spell, forehead.
I don't want to. I could have, but I didn't wanna. I didn't want it.
Thanks for the help.
Anyway, we'll wake up. Tafros things. You know what they are, the classic Tafros things.
Brewed for an hour.
Probably.
Stand in corner.
Loki trying to figure out how to set his scales to look like edgy emo bangs.
I'm in love with an emo girl.
My spells that let me grow hair so I can have emo bangs.
I like to imagine the hair grows under the scale, so just like poking out.
No.
We'll have to put that with the toenail growing spell.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Fingernail growth spell.
Fingernail growing
Yeah.
spell and
Yeah.
fingernail cutting spell.
I forgot about that.
Terrible. We don't need to talk about it again.
What a
I
bad
just
day to
accidentally
have
opened
here.
Clip Studio again. Get out of here.
Okay.
I'm moving it. Be gone.
Teeth growing spell.
Ugh,
Wait,
that's
Everybody
gross.
does that
No,
at some
hold on.
point.
hold on. I need to know, does this make your teeth longer?
Yes.
Or does it make, like, beaver
It actually changes
it
the
makes
shape
them
of the
longer.
bone.
teeth? Okay.
It makes them longer, is what it does.
Okay.
I mean,
gotcha.
Terrible,
don't know.
I
Rather,
hate
like,
this.
regrow teeth.
And then there's also a a shortening spell. So
Oh.
The beginning of the Tooth Fairy
The
incident.
ingummaning.
this is how
Very
this is the
incident.
setup.
Oh no.
This is how it began.
How do you guys know my deep lore?
This is how it began.
Oh.
Instead, what if we could grow teeth and
Ungrow your
Fair.
teeth.
Ungrows your teeth.
If anybody could
When you go to the
ungrow
dentist, but
teeth-
your credit card declines.
no?
if anybody could
Why was
ungrow
the dentist
teeth,
growing your teeth?
yeah, can you grow
Practicing
my teeth
spells.
2 inches, please? Yeah.
Oh.
My
If-
dentist is a wizard. Who knew?
But yes,
To be fair-
Romulus is waiting. He's waiting for the party.
If anyone could grow teeth, it would be Samashi.
Correct.
Yeah.
Someone's teeth.
And they would.
They would, and they might
They would.
have.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably was part of it, maybe. I don't
Grows
know.
some of your teeth, but shrinks some of your other teeth, so you look like a tic-tac-toe board. Or checkerboard, that's the one. I got it.
Yeah. Well, Typhus will probably do what I'm doing right now, actually, and after he gets up, go through his spells and prepare them. So I think that's how that works. So
Fair, fair. Yeah, as you guys are kind of slowly waking up, you hear kind of this sucking noise that you hadn't noticed the past few times it has happened, and the wall of this kind of interior wooden knot opens up, and the kind of really stereotypical spider crawling sound that kind of sounds like sticks knocking against each other, as the bottom half of Filgreed crawls through with a tray of toast and hot water and tea bags,
just
and comes over to you. Yeah, just the bottom half. It kind of dips and drops the tray onto the ground before it scurries back away.
Oh wait,
to
no.
wherever.
No. Okay. I thought that was joking. No, really?
No.
It was just the bottom half.
Just the bottom half.
Nice. That's cool.
It was not a joke. Smile.
Romulus will take some toast and tea. He is not moved
Alright.
from where how he is sitting, but he'll take some.
For how lavishly you've been eaten, you're starting to realize how humbling going to travel and journey on your own is going to be. It's some flavorless, tough bread and tea.
Dips
Alright.
toast in tea.
Nice.
No.
You now have soggy, dense bread.
Yes.
Winning.
That bread.
I'm winning.
Yeah.
That's how you win D&D.
Life hack.
Soggy bread.
Life hack. Soggy bread.
Tastes
It's
like
like-
childhood. You. It'll do.
Can't handle a bit of peasant food.
Tastes like my
bread
hopes
to
and
me.
dreams.
Well, when your palate's a bit more refined, it's just a bit bland is all.
Well, I suppose you'll have to get used to it.
For now.
I feel like I'm doing the wrong voice. Whatever, it's fine. I'll figure it out.
It's all good. It's only session dos, man.
Yeah, and it's been 2
Feeling
weeks.
things out. It's also been 2
I
weeks.
was going to try and fit that voice mod. I'm a tool.
Stop!
Not a
That is the
tool.
second time you've
You're
called yourself
not.
that. You are not a
Stop it.
tool.
Stop it.
And even
I
if
think
you were, you're like the trusty wrench everyone has.
I think it's a,
You're so good.
No, I think it's a funny
my
descriptor word. Okay.
A tool.
I think it's a
Everybody
funny
just
thing.
uses me and throws me away when they're
I
done.
ju-
If you don't take care of me properly, I'll get rusty.
I just think it's a funny thing to say.
It is kind of funny.
It's a good one.
It's so
Word.
dramatic. Like,
It
"Oh,
is.
I'm a tool. But yeah, after, aside from dropping off your breakfast question mark, you don't really see any other signs of Filgreed. And you also notice that the kind of crate of her quote-unquote collection orbs is also no longer in the room. Assumedly her having probably taken them with her to wherever she has wandered off to. So you're kind of just in this empty space with your bedrolls laid out and, you know, a little tray of a very humble start to your day. And the front door's there. And you're free to go whenever.
Romulus will eat some more. This time he's gonna cast Prestidigitation to make things taste nice.
Yeah, it tastes nice now.
That's
There's a little bit of that
like
texture still there, but
Hard
tastes
bread.
fine.
There's a bit to be desired, but even food can be what I want it to be.
Thanos rat.
As all things should be.
I was about to refrain from making a snarky comment, and then I realized that's exactly what he would do, but then I forgot what I was gonna say. So,
Oh no!
Damn.
Alright.
whatever.
Now we'll go ahead and check the weather. You're in it rain.
Raining.
Yeah.
Raining.
This
So
is my weather
getting-
checking rock. If it's wet,
I like it.
Oh shit.
I throw it outside and I see what it does. If it disappears, it's not good.
Smart. So yeah, checking in with the weather. At least where you're at right now, probably gonna be raining for the rest of the day. Don't really get the vibe that there's gonna be any more major storms, so you are probably safe from lightning for today. But yeah.
We can't survive getting struck by lightning again. I mean, we'd probably be fine, but you know.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Then we
should
get a-
reset my hit points since we long rested.
Yeah, make sure you get all that squared away.
All 67 hit points.
2 more and you'd have the funny number.
Would unfortunate. It is unfortunate that I have a +4 to con, so achieved.
It'll never happen.
Unless I roll
Unless I do
negative-
mischief.
I roll a -2. Oh wait, no. No,
We're doing fancy HP rules too,
Yeah, we
so
are
like,
doing fancy
it's
HP rules.
quite literally impossible at this point.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I only have a D6 anyway, so it would be. Yeah, I literally couldn't do it. Fuck. Whatever.
Fine.
It's always funny looking into my features and seeing position of privilege at the bottom.
Roll a -8 on a D6.
Yeah.
And then I would get the funny number.
I hate
Exactly.
when I roll my negative dice. Sucks.
Giving spin down dice a new name.
If the number lands upside down relative to how you're looking at it, it's a negative, so, you know.
6 and 9 are fucked then.
That is what the that's what the funny number is.
Is that a 6 or do you want a -9?
I think I'll take the -9.
Yeah.
That sounds funnier.
It does sound funnier.
So, we're waiting on the other two to wake then.
Nell's awake, right?
Yep.
Waiting for Guire to wake, I believe.
Boy going honk choo me.
He's working on his man bun.
Okay, never mind, we are all up.
We love a good morning routine.
That's
Keep you looking fresh.
Looking fresh.
Mhm.
I don't know what I'm saying. Looking.
Just looking.
Good lookings.
So, plan-wise, we need to procure a vessel for sailing.
Yes. I don't suppose any of you can swim that far.
No.
No. Even I have my limits.
We know.
Nah.
Well, we have a few options. We could always go back to that town and perhaps steal one.
Might be more hassle than it's worth. Probably best to just move on to the next one.
True, but if it's a boat we need, and we know we can find one there, wouldn't it be wise to take it from somewhere we know we won't be? I don't think there'll be a threat is all.
Perhaps not. But they would still try to engage us. No. It would
Perhaps.
slow us down, is my point.
So would you rather risk going somewhere we don't know about? Perhaps there being someone more formidable there.
Well, they don't know about us. So we have the element of surprise.
Suppose so. Alright, well, have anywhere in mind?
I don't remember the name of it.
Algidoy is the name of the kind of biggest town on the Tepid Crest.
Mako pronunciation. Can you write it, please?
Yeah, I got you.
I still won't be able to do it, but it'll help.
Algioi.
Say it again, please.
Algiroi.
Okay.
Algae Roy. It's Roy's algae.
That's true. I believe it's called Algiroy. Something like that.
Alright, well, how do we get a move on?
Probably best.
Gotta get these
Romulus
old
is a
bones
middle-aged dad.
moving.
Oh god.
Oh,
I suppose you would need to, wouldn't you?
Nell just
Indeed.
gets up and walks outside. Rain. Things packed, done.
Romulus will get up. He'll take the chair and return it to its state of being a token, put it in his pocket, and he's ready.
I'm ready
Cool.
to go.
Alright, so unless anybody's got anything else to do, you guys exit out the only like proper structure of this building, the front door, and gather your bearings a little bit and begin your journey kind of northwest to Algiroi. It's probably about a 6 to 8 hour journey from where you are now. You're not too far from it, being here in the Bent Woods. So I will have someone roll me a d20, please. Or a survival check, sorry.
Survival. Nell.
No.
Go.
No.
I got my order wrong, I apologize.
You're the wisdom.
I can survive, totally.
You're the whiz kid.
What is
You
good?
might be the wisdom. But
That's an at 20 for 28.
Ooh.
Awesome. Okay.
still upset that nature is an skill. Because
That's so stupid.
Ephraim is good at it, and it should be the case.
Alright. So, as you guys are traveling out of the Bent Woods, you get kind of into the... It's a weird mix of the kind of flat, craggy structure that would make up a lot of this northern section, and a little bit of the plum rice fields that you already traveled through on your way to the Bent Woods, the kind of very tall purple grass and rice plants. Sorry, my voice is destroying itself. So you guys are walking through this, and you get to one particular section that looks incredibly lush and ripe compared to kind of the growing plants you've been seeing along the way. If you guys would like to stop and harvest, you can. Or you can keep going.
Why
Stop
not?
Alrighty.
Stay with the west at the corner of this field instead.
So everyone who would like to harvest, please make me a haha funny nature check.
You know what? Why not? Harvest.
So that's a funny 4.
Okay.
Well, I'll pitch in, be a little not, a little
13.
bit not Tafris.
Okay.
It's an 18.
Okay. Guire, are you going in for some rice?
Yeah, I just had to take my character sheet back from my cat.
Valid.
No, I am not going for any rice because I got an out one.
Oh, okay.
No.
Dude, when Cheese
Throw
came
that dice
downstairs
out, my
earlier,
God.
I freaked out because I was focusing on what I was doing on my computer. I was drawing something at the time, so I felt something rub against my leg, and I was like, "Hold on, Leon's not out right now. What was that?" And then I see Cheese staring at me. I'm like, "Oh, hi."
The other one.
The other
He
one.
learned how to break out of our room and the bathroom.
I love that.
Yeah.
Go cheese.
Should.
But yeah, so Nell and Tafris, go ahead and roll me 1d4, please.
We're so cool.
I will take 1d4, please.
1d4 please.
3.
Oh my god.
Okay.
The return
God,
of
it's not doing
3.
that.
The return of 3 from earlier. Bad.
Oh,
So many threes.
I just like to imagine that Guire's just staring at the plant, and then the little like cloak of death he has kills it.
Aw. You go out to touch it and it just shrivels up
Just
and
dies.
wilts.
Romulus
Your tiny
goes
scream.
to help with the harvesting. He just steps in a big puddle of mud. He looks down and he just shrugs and goes, not worth it. So he stands where he is.
Yeah, after the rains, there's like a good it's definitely muddy, but there's definitely like a good inch or two of like puddle water as well that just kind of is flooding on the top of the ground here.
Oh yeah. Splashes in puddle water.
So Nell and Tafris, you guys get whatever you rolled plus 4 servings
Seven
worth
rice.
of plum rice. So 7 for Tafris. I don't know what Nell rolled.
3.
3, so
Also
6 for Nell. Oh, yes, I can't do math. Oh my god. But yeah, so and plum rice.
Individual grains of rice, actually.
Yep, you get 7 pieces of rice. Plum rice is incredibly nourishing and is rather difficult to harvest when it's kind of full blossom or full bloom. Not that rice does that, but I couldn't think of the word. And so it can be prepared over the course of an hour. 1 serving can be prepared, which is way too long for rice, but it's D&D, so we have to have some rules. And eating it heals you 20 hit points. So effectively, you could take a short rest and eat a serving of rice and heal 20 hit points flat. And so you have 7 servings each.
We don't really have any implements here to make rice go faster, so, you know, it would still take longer anyway. Probably not an hour, but, you know.
True. You have to think it's also like, you know, washing time and actually cleaning the rice out because it's got grain and whatever else in it. But
Eats rice.
I'm just saying it. It makes sense. It would take longer, probably an hour.
So yeah. And after getting your harvest, if you continue on your way, unless anybody had anything to do in particular.
I don't think so.
Could make fun Romulus and Guire.
By all means.
But nah. Yeah.
Right. So
It's too early in the morning for this.
Tafris, not a morning person. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, so with your kind of little pickings gathered, you continue on your way, and not too long after, you arrive at the edge of Algiroi. Now, during the kind of latter half of this little day trip, if you want to call it that, you notice that the kind of vibrant purples and violets and lavender colors that you've seen kind of as the monochrome color of the landscape have kind of paled into very, very light kind of like periwinkle and dull purples, as well as just straight white and gray in some of the plants and things like that. And a lot of the kind of tall grasses have shrunk, not literally, but shrunk down into small herbs and roots that grow along the ground. And loosely translating the name, because I'm not a native Japanese speaker, so this might not be 100% accurate, but loosely translating the name, the town definitely gets its name from kind of the paleness of the landscape around it. Even the actual like stone itself of some of the outer buildings that you can kind of start seeing at the edge of your vision, it almost looks like it'd be made out of like chalk or something, but obviously it's more sturdy than that as it's a building, but it's a very pale white.
It's not made out of chalk?
You cannot eat the building.
I want
to. It is kind of, just, you guys would all know this, just general world lore. It is kind of a feat in and of itself that this town even still has, you know, proper buildings after the war era. Whether it's been rebuilt or if it was just lucky enough to not have been razed or collapsed through all the different events and things that have happened. It's definitely not a common sight. Yeah, but saying it's the largest town on the Tepid Crest isn't really too much to boast about, because there's not too terribly much competition in general. It is probably the size of a large village. It's not even really a true city. There's like maybe a couple dozen buildings, and most of them are housing, it seems. Just kind of the general glance you get walking up on the edge of town here. There are a couple larger buildings, and one of the ones closest to you is the Pale Leaf Inn. There seems to be a kitsune, a fox woman, on the front porch of it, kind of just sweeping, clearing off some dust and debris from the front stoop. And she kind of kindly waves to you all as you make your way on the edge of the city.
Unkindly wave back.
I wave back with the back
Evilly.
of my hand.
Evilly wave back. I don't know how you
Waves
do
evilly.
that. Yeah.
Flips hair and dismiss.
Yeah, palm facing you with the fingers like bent at a 90 degrees. You're not even properly addressing them.
Yeah, with them waving, Romulus just kind of looks at them. This big old his eyes, like, if you were to look him in the eye, his eyes literally swirl. So he looks at him, looks at them, and his big pink swirling eyes. Doesn't make an effort to acknowledge them otherwise.
Yeah, you kind of see she kind of grips the broom a little bit tighter, and her little pointy, good like 6-7 inch tall pointy ears kind of droop just a little bit to the side, and she kind of just gets back to sweeping after being dismissed.
Don't even acknowledge this person at all. We're too important for them. All right, so
Alrighty, are you guys? Oh, sorry. Continue.
So, to the docks then.
That's usually where you find boats.
Indeed.
best not to delay.
Let's go.
Alright, so you guys are heading directly to La Docks. Are you going to take a look around or anything like that, or are you just heading straight to it?
I mean, if we see the docks, Romulus is kind of just making a beeline for it, but he is kind of looking around as we go.
Yeah, like on our way.
Okay.
See if anything catches our eyes.
Yeah, either way. However do you want to do it?
Something becomes the apple of our eye.
Nell's just making sure that they're not being followed or threatened or anything.
Okay, go ahead and make
We
just
do
a
the following and
general perception check, if you want.
That's a 9.
No, I mean, aside from the kitsune woman who kind of welcomed you guys, everybody kind of seemingly keeping to themselves. There's a couple children kind of running around playing their own little game.
Ew.
Yeah,
God.
honestly, correct.
They got sticky fingers.
But for the most part, they're all, everybody's kind of keeping to themselves. As far as the actual town itself, kind of walking through, it is kind of typical for a lot of the towns in the beginning of this era. Not too much going on. You definitely see there are a lot of these white buildings that have like window box flower beds and things like that, where they're growing their own little very pale herbs and flowers and things like that. Every now and then a little pop of color kind of brings a cute little vibrancy to whatever's going on. Not that you guys would want to enjoy anything cute because you're evil, but
Maybe.
I like flowers.
cute is for everybody, all right?
It can be for anyone.
And then the only other two buildings, aside from the inn, because you kind of already saw that one, the only other two buildings that really catch your eye is the Sage's store, where you can kind of see in through the open window. Well, it's probably not open because it's raining, but it's a window. So you can see in through the window this kind of very old dwarven man seems to be grinding up some herbs in a mortar and pestle and doing some stuff. And then you also see Teller's Tellings, which is a magic question mark shop. Doesn't brand itself as one, it is just says Teller's Tellings. And there is a half-elven man with kind of darker skin, his hair kind of pulled back into these two tight Bantu knots. Well, technically it's not Bantu knots, but you know what I mean. Two very tightly curled and twisted knots in the back of his head. He's seemingly reading some kind of tome, looking through the window. But yeah, it is raining, so a lot of people are kind of just hanging out on there with some overhang out of the front porch of their houses and things like that, enjoying the kind of light chill on the morning air. Well, it's not morning anymore. But yeah, there's a light fog rolling through. It's very chill. But making your way to the docks, you can kind of see that similarly to the waters that, you know, those of you who took water vessels, you can see getting closer to the water. You can also kind of smell it. It's like the faintest smell of sulfur, not to the point that it's like you're gonna retch because ugh, but like just enough to know that the water is weird, and the kind of purple foam and purple lightning that jumps between the bubbles of the strange water here on Arashioi. And you know, it's kind of a stretch to call it docks per se. It's more like there's a wooden stretch of like planks that you can walk on, and there's two boats, both like little dinghies that have been tied to masts there. And there's this turtle guy who's got a little straw hat on, sitting in a rocking chair with a sprig of some kind of herb hanging out his mouth.
Oh man, I don't want to have to.
I already know what I'm gonna do. Is the funny part.
I don't want to have to do something evil to him, but I will.
Does he seem to be the only person around?
Make a perception check.
Please. Oh my god, that'd be actually that would be really funny.
What's my perception? That's a dirty 20.
All right. Yeah. You're still probably within eyesight of a couple other people, but no one really seems to be paying much attention to you guys. It seems like where Shinsetsu was very welcoming and amicable, this is more kind of standoffish, and you know, they're waiting for you to come to them, and if you don't, they won't mess with you. Also taking a quick look with, you know, pretty high roll, the turtle seems to be asleep. And is kind of just gently rocking from the heavy rain, kind of pushing on him every now and then.
Oh, cool. So I don't have to do what I was about to do. I was about to cast sleep on him. Just go, let's go.
Make him double sleepy. Someone do that to me, please.
If he wakes up while we're trying to get away, I'm going to cast sleep on him.
Okay. So we'll just say for it won't expend the spell slot unless you have to use it, but we'll say you have that ready to go. So no worries there.
I really want to push him in the water, though.
He can probably swim.
I know, but it'd be kind of funny.
Also wake him up.
Yeah, and I will say
you put him immediately back to sleep.
I will say, because again, it's kind of just general world knowledge that at least one of you guys would know, if not all of you. The water on the kind of outer edge of Arashioi is extremely electrocharged with kind of arcane lightning.
Even better!
Oh, yeah,
and it is
kill this guy.
very dangerous to come in contact with. So, you know, you would know that. That's all.
That's nice. That's
even better. Like, you have Unseen Servant. I don't know if it can push things, but you know.
Not much. Its strength's pretty low.
Yeah, but he's asleep.
It has a strength of 2.
Okay, never mind.
How close is he to the water's edge?
He's probably still on like the actual dirt part. There's like, you know, his little shack that he has, and then probably about, you know, 20 feet from there is him on this kind of stretch of dirt behind it. And then kind of a foot or so of dirt in front of him, and then the actual dock part, where the wood starts, and then the boat's kind of in front of him. The boats are probably about, you know, 10 feet away from him. All things included.
Listen, if you want a short rest, I can switch constellations, and I'll get the force spell, and I can push him into.
What are those weirdos doing sitting by the docks for so long?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
It's been there for 30 minutes.
Okay, on our way
Damn it.
out, we push him into the water.
The last person who gets on the boat has the honors of pushing him.
Oh my god. We attach a. Okay, so we
We
get
tie
a
a rope
big.
to his leg. and
Yeah,
sail
yeah,
away.
yeah.
Yes. Why are you sneaky?
Could we come back to this town after that? No, but
No.
it's
Would it be
absolutely.
really fucking funny?
it's too funny to pass up on.
I love the duality of the chat as well because I love this hatted turtle immediately followed by easy target.
He is. It would be
Inside of you
so.
are two wolves.
It would be so easy. And
And then if we
really
tie,
funny.
listen, if we tie him with a rope and we drag him behind it, then we can retrieve the body and get goods off of him.
Yeah.
What do you think he
That's
has
actually
other than
really
the hat,
fucking
though?
smart. Then we get the hat.
I could be your devil or your angel. Sorry, I'm reading
Okay.
chat.
We get in the boat and then we throw a lasso around him and then drag him in after us.
Can anybody last?
Let me go get my cowboy
No.
character.
Give me
No, I can't do that. I feel like if anyone could, it would be Guire because it's probably Dex. But anyway,
Before we
We
get
get-
too close to this man in the rocking chair, Romulus will pull everyone aside.
So, what's our plan? Are we just taking the boat and going, or did you have something else in mind?
it's not like he's gonna be awake to notice it.
True.
Probably half risk. I guess any of you guys could if you wanted to. Someone go ahead and make me an intelligence check real quick.
Do that. I'm good at intelligence. I know.
I was trying to think of who would actually notice this or pay attention to this, but I figured let you guys decide.
I know things. I just need to check. That would be. It's number 22.
So taking a look at the people you are currently with, combined with the size of the little rafts that are there, you do know, and I don't know if this affects plans or anything, but just, putting it out there, that you would probably have to take both of them.
Okay.
It seems they can probably fit about 2 to 3 average-sized individuals per boat, and you guys got some big folks with you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Romulus is round
Big
and
folk.
Tafris is big.
They go on the same boat.
No.
Dude, you're sitting on my tail! You're sitting on my tail!
Couple
Like
therapy.
bickering the entire time.
Romulus may only be 5 feet tall, but he is 230 pounds.
Good for him, honestly.
Ephraim is.
Living the life of a king.
I don't remember how tall he is. He's like something. I think he was like 6.5 feet tall.
Yeah, I think you said 6.5 in the backstory, too.
No one will ever beat Snowflake for height unless they're outside large character, in which case they would by definition. So, yeah. Well, we will need to take both of them. I don't think one could fit all 4 of us.
Alright, I suppose we'll divide ourselves up a bit.
Divide and conquer.
Yes.
My father is making a lot of noise with a pot upstairs. I don't know how he's managing to do that.
Just slamming.
Oh,
it.
he might have
This is
given it to
funny.
the dog. That might be what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
How about you and Guaya and me and Nell?
I wonder why I wonder why he chose that division. Works fine for me.
Alright. So what about him?
We'll nod to
him?
the turtle.
What about him? He's asleep.
We could dispose of him, if need be.
No witnesses.
He didn't even witness anything. He's gonna die.
He will be witness to his missing boats eventually.
Eventually, not right now.
Strictly speaking, it wouldn't be necessary. However, it would also be amusing.
Well, any ideas?
Okay, so guys, we get a bow and arrow, and the arrow is a suction cup that has that has a spring attached to it.
I will also say, since you guys have been rolling very high for your perception and investigation and stuff like that, looking at the two boats, there doesn't appear to be any oars. And looking at the actual structure of the boats themselves, they don't have the little... I'm sure there's some fancy technical term for them, but the little holes to actually put the oars in.
Oh.
So you're gonna have to figure out some.
We get him to show
something.
us how to do it, and then we push him.
Tell us how to do it, or we'll push you in the water. Okay, pushes him in the water. Ah!
I've got an idea. So we get him to come over, and Romulus asks, "Hey, I noticed your boats look a little weird. How do they work?" And then once he gives us our answer, I cast sleep on him, and then we push him in.
Exactly.
Walk away.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, no, I like that.
We also could have him take us all the way over there, and
Yeah,
then
but he
kill
probably
him.
demand. Oh wait, I was gonna say demand pay first, and then we just take it. So. Okay, do we want to be violent now, or do we want to do it later?
We could play the long game.
What about both?
Porque no los dos.
What do we want to
Could
do?
also have stuff in his shack over there, but eventually people are gonna notice.
True.
This is not where I thought we would be debating things tonight.
I like the idea of luring him in and then
I do like that.
getting
Yeah.
information and then being like, yeah, fuck you.
Okay, but do we get it? But do we also make him take us over there so we don't even have to work for it?
Yeah.
Okay, that I like that.
Yeah, we get him to take us over there. We'll pay after the journey.
Yeah, well, you know.
It's strange to be debating morality in the opposite direction.
True.
Is it? We're just
Welcome
debating-
back to how
okay,
fucked up. It's fucked up. That's fucked up.
What's the best way to do this? So
What's the best way to
we
exploit
have
this
to do
man?
we have to do the least amount of work and also get the most amount of satisfaction out of it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So we have him take him over to the boat.
And so we'll wake him up.
Hello?
Hey, your boats are a bit strange, aren't they?
Yeah, the arcane power.
Okay.
Good engineering.
How do they work?
You need a ride?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How do they work? I got these stones that resonate with the runes on the boat. And it propels itself straight across the water.
All right.
Fascinating.
Thank you.
There probably was a genuine, but you just, you know,
Mhm.
you can never tell with him.
So, you'd give us a ride?
Mm-hmm. It's only 3 copper per person.
Do you charge after her before?
Either way, whatever is most convenient.
Tell you what, you get us over, ride goes smoothly, perhaps I can spare a bit of a tip.
Sure, no skin off my back. Same labor either way. I look at the chat. End him.
Do not worry.
Get off my back.
Do
The
not worry.
bloodthirst
It
in
will
the
come.
chat.
It will come soon. Okay.
Calm
We will-
down. There's
we will-
plans.
No, no, no.
Patience, young one.
No, calm up. All right.
Calm up.
You need
Oh,
to
so-
calm up.
Get up
So
and
you would
slam.
be the
And welcome
one-
to the jam.
So So you would be the ones in the crowd of an execution. Gotcha.
It does sound like an event, doesn't it? Oh, I wish I could have been there for the executions.
Doesn't that sound nice?
But so as you kind of make mention of a tip, you notice that he was already kind of slowly waking up a little bit more, but at the mentions of a tip, he kind of rocks himself up from his seated position, wobbles a little bit when he gets to his feet, pulls the little sprig he'd been chewing on and flicks it out into the water. You hear it sizzle as it hits the surface.
Oh.
And he kind of does a slow little shuffle to turn towards his little shack, and you watch him kind of slowly make his way. A little waddle. I just gotta grab the stones and I'll be right back.
All right, we'll be here.
And so he kind of disappears into the shack. He doesn't really have a door. It's more of like a curtain that just kind of blocks people from looking inside. And he disappears inside for a little bit, and you hear, light rustling. And he comes back out, and he's got these 4 actually tiny little blue, almost disc-like stones. And he walks over, and you see him put 2 of them on the back edge of the first boat, and then walk over and put the 2 on the other boat. And he mutters something under his breath, and they kind of glow and come to life, and the boats kind of rise an inch or 2 out of the water. Now, you guys, we can load on up. I'll take y'all's over.
So just in case we have the need for these again, are we able to hear what he was saying, or is he too muffled?
What's your passive perception?
Not high.
And you can make a perception check if you would like to.
I will
It's
make
11.
one. Perception check. What am I looking at? What is his number? Oh, it's 20. It was
Nice.
upside down.
My passive is an 11, and I got an 11.
So that's a net
Nice.
20,
A little
24.
port post. I have to see. Oh my god, I'm not reading that right now, but it looks
Evil.
silly. That looks evil, yeah.
I'm not reading all that. I'm happy for you.
I'll read it afterwards.
I'm gonna send a picture of how I was looking at this dice.
I'm not gonna come up with some fake magic word, but you're able to hear what he says, and it's the Aquan, which is like water primordial, Aquan word for go, basically.
Yes. Okay.
I was looking at it like this, so I was like, what number is that?
Oh yeah.
Clearly that's the number XO, duh. Someone needs to go back to elementary
Not be able
school.
to read that.
Someone rolled a 70.
Someone roll the 70.
1 second, let me go get my D70 real quick.
But yeah, so he goes up to the frontmost boat and kind of climbs in, kind of almost falls a couple of times and steps over to the front seat, and gets comfortable. You see him actually finally take off his hat, and you see he's got kind of this it almost looks like a grass tuft or like a green onion growing in the yard, just this shot of hair on the top of his head.
God damn it, I love him so much. It's gonna hurt to kill him.
The shell's
I'm
crying.
gonna do it.
You will grow. You will grow
Fine.
numb eventually to it.
Oh yeah, I
hope.
know.
So
Our
the
first
boats are
one.
tied together, so once I stop moving, the other one will come along too. So whenever y'all's is ready, let me know. Climb on in. Don't fall in the water. Oh boy.
Climb on in.
As
Is
we're
it
going to climb in, telepathically, Romulus will speak to Tafris.
Why don't you and Guaya go on the boat with him? That way, if you need to push him in for whatever reason, you have the strength to do it.
Sounds fine to me.
All right.
You're calling me weak.
Let's sit down. He doesn't look too happy about having to wait for this, but also, the plan. So whatever.
Okay, so the people who are riding with this gentleman, you see as you guys go to climb in, he kind of reaches out and grabs the wooden post on the docks, and then once you guys get settled in, he lets go. So the 2 who are getting in the other boat, I need you to roll me dexterity checks, please.
Okay.
Get left behind.
That's oh god, what was that?
It's not a very high DC.
It's 14.
Okay.
Don't roll low.
That's a nat. That's a nat one.
Oh,
no.
So it's a 2.
so
Oh dear.
so as you go to get in the boat, without anybody kind of more experienced with it stabilizing it for you to climb in, Romulus goes before you and sits on the front seat and is kind of in this rush to move on. You get in while it's still rocking from him taking his seat, and it's still a little bit wet from the rain, and you slip, and you don't fall fully in, because I'm not going to do that to you, but you fall backwards and land back on the docks, and your foot just falls into the water a little bit, kind of from your ankle down. And you feel this searing white hot heat that travels up from the base of your foot to about your knee. And you take 25 points of lightning damage.
Owie.
And quickly rip your foot back up from inside from the water. Oh my goodness! Are you alright back there? Sorry, should have offered to hold it down for you.
It's alright. I'm fine.
Okay, so this is his fault somehow.
Slowly get out.
Right? We
Yep.
can agree on that. It's his fault.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yep.
So now we have a reason to kill him. Yeah.
Motive established.
Once Nell
but-
is settled in.
The motive was already just because we want to. So now there's a secondary reason.
Yeah, and after that, you are able to successfully get in the second time. Not going to make you roll again for that.
Yeah, once
You
Nell
wanna see me
settled
do it again?
in, Romulus with his scepter will tap at where it went into the water. He'll tap with his scepter and he'll cast Give Life.
Yeah. Very cool.
Hey, actually roll good on that one.
Hells yeah.
It's 6.
Alrighty, we're gonna start off slow so y'all can get used to it. Hold on tight, and we'll speed up once everybody feels comfortable. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
Captain.
Whatever.
With me at the helm, we'll get there in about 2 hours. You'll be able to see the mainland soon.
Delightful.
And with that, he mutters that kind of same command word, and the front boat that he is on pulls out, and you guys start on your way through the water. Unless you guys decide to do something during the trip, which you are more than welcome to. Otherwise, your journey is pretty fine. He kind of shows his experience with how he kind of slowly guides the two ships, not quite ships, the two boats, dinghies up to speed. And once you guys hit top speed, it's a pretty smooth ride. You do see a couple like fun little fish that jump out of the water and things like that. Very deep and kind of unique looking because they've adapted to survive in this electric environment. There's a couple that
Lightning
seem to
fish.
have like very pointed fins on the top, dorsal and whatever else. I don't know, fish anatomy. That almost acts like a lightning rod. When you see them jump out of the water, you see the sparks that kind of travel along the surface, kind of get sucked into the fish and then redispersed once it hits the water again. It's kind of a fun sight. But yeah, you guys, if you do anything, let me know. But otherwise, you guys pull up to, it's not even a proper dock, it's kind of just the shore. And he pulls the boat, the front boat, all the way up on, like, onto the actual mud and dirt of the coast before he climbs out and manually drags it upwards to where it's not touching the water anymore, which through the arcane runes kind of pulls the other boat onto shore, and then he kind of repeats the process of tugging it up until where it's no longer reaching the water. All right, here we are. Oh, I punched my microphone. Hurt my hand.
Oh no.
Climb on out.
Yeah, we'll climb out. And
So how do we kill him?
I will just cast sleep. When we climb out, I'm gonna cast sleep, and since sleep is an enchantment spell, since I have the apprentice feat, I can do it without anyone knowing I'm doing it.
Okay.
So I will roll those.
You don't have to. Unless you want to roll the fun dice, you can,
I
but
wanna
you do
roll
not
the
have to.
funny dice.
Alright, go for it. He's a commoner. He's got maybe 4 hit points.
Oh no,
Oh no.
he's a baby.
Yeah, just got my arthritis checked out, and it's getting a little better. Things are looking up for me, you know?
Yeah, it's 30.
Nice.
Yeah, he is
Stop it.
out.
Okay, I'll pick him.
In
pick
the
him up.
middle of his sentence, he just goes down and falls like a rock because
I'll
he's a
pick him
turtle.
up off the ground. First, see if he has, any fun things on him. I don't-
It doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Romulus will take the stones.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Well, with that all done, I just throw him into the water.
Okay. So you grab him, and he's heavier than you would expect with his old age because that quite a heavy shell on his back. But you're very strong, and you take him and you rocket him out. Go ahead and make a strength check, or you can do an attack roll if you'd like. Either way.
Skip him like a stone.
I just found the cure for cancer.
What? I can't hear you.
Strength check. That's a 16.
Saffron's having a tough time in the chat.
Oh.
Buddy.
Came to the wrong stream. That's an wholesome
Lizardfolk
gear.
Lounge after dark, but also the same time we normally play anyway.
But still after dark.
Yeah.
After
This is
dark.
when
is
we're
scary.
this is
This
when we're
poor
fucked up
man,
people.
but also
Yeah.
it's very on for us.
That's a 16.
Okay, so you throw him, and you throw him far enough to clear any of the dirt that he had kind of like the 10 or so feet that he's pulled you guys on shore. And the first thing you hear is when he falls back, like he falls with his back facing the water, so his shell touches the surface of the water, and you hear something akin to a small firework going off as the kind of dense, tense shell explodes into shrapnel. And luckily it's far enough away that you guys aren't hit by any of it, but it scatters amongst the water, and you immediately get the smell of burning in your nose, and the rest of him falls and hits, and he wakes up
Oh, no.
because he is effectively being burned alive by lightning, but also submerged in water. So it is stinging from the salt of this little inlet he is in, and you watch as the lightning kind of crisscrosses across him until he is flailing and submerging in this water, kind of freaking out too much to be concentrating on remaining buoyant. And you see the kind of shock of hair that he has on his head ignites in fire and begins burning down his scalp, and he dives under the water to put it out. And when he resurfaces again, he is bobbing in the water, unmoving.
Nice. So it's happy.
Thank you.
Which is the first.
Thank you for your service. Well, that went quite nice.
And Romulus, you can add 2 sets of arcane runes of propulsion to your inventory.
Alrighty.
It never gets old, does it?
My 57th birthday is tomorrow. Ah! Quite young,
Should have
actually.
been born a day earlier.
Should have picked an older number. Damn.
Well, that was entertaining.
Yes, it was quite pleasant.
Haven't
It was
done-
louder than I thought.
Yeah. Haven't gotten to use that trick in a while.
Yeah, as you guys are talking, you can still kind of hear almost like too hot oil on a pan and you've just thrown something onto it, the crackling of the lightning on his body and the kind of burning smell starts to fade into almost like a cooked chicken kind of smell
Yummy.
as his body is just being further and further destroyed by the water.
Chicken nuggies.
At least the fish will be fed.
True. Maybe if they
Good
eat
for
that.
the environment.
Yeah. Well, unless one of you wants to do something with his body, I see no need to linger.
Don't know what we'd do with it.
Looks a little damaged beyond repair. It belongs to the ocean now.
I'd agree. Well, we need to find this unnamed individual. I suppose we keep moving.
I believe it was.
Yes, that one. It'd be nice to finally get a name.
Perhaps it is their name,
Should get a better one.
honestly.
Roasted.
Damn, got him.
But yes,
After that, Tafris definitely seems in a much better mood than almost ever. He almost looks relaxed. So, less mean right now.
He's like, haha, kill.
Yeah, basically. He's been soothed.
Less satisfied.
He's been pacified for the time being.
Okay, I guess I'll let you live.
Tafris and Romulus, you were the two with the maps, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you all would know that the approximate journey time from where you landed down to the Delta area is probably another 4 or 5 hours. Between your journey from Philgreed's home, I can combine words so well. Philgreed's home to Algidoi, and then from there to where you guys have kind of landed. It's probably about 7 p.m. It is beginning to get dark. You can see
So
the 4 moons beginning to come on the horizons.
If we are, can we take a very quick break?
Yeah.
Just real quick. Yeah, I will be right back.
Right.
Mako's gotta go kill someone in real life now.
I
no.
do
balance.
actually.
Satisfy the hunger.
I need to go kill some dinner.
Dinner.
It's already dead, I hope, but
No, it's
Kill it
from
more.
Orlin. You gotta kill it.
No.
I hope I don't live in
Orlin dinner.
Orland. I
Flux
walk
fucks
outside.
the chicken hut. You kill it, we grill it. Come get your fresh chicken here.
I think I live to the closest equivalent of Orland.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate.
Yo, motherfuckers.
I think my sister went to get potatoes as well. She also muted.
Potatoes.
Potato. Having a
Those
year
are
righteous
good.
Irish dinner.
Nice.
Yeah. I can't believe you guys killed my improv turtle. I can't believe this.
He's
I can't
dead.
believe you've done
Completely,
this.
completely sarcastic. I knew exactly when I made him that he was going to die. I'm going to die.
See, that was only one of my plans. I had several. The other plan was I was gonna cast animate here and grapple him while we were on the boat, so just pull him forward so he'd
Oh my
land in the
God.
water.
Yeah, that shit's rough, dude.
Yeah, seems like it. We should bottle some.
Waiting to see how many sessions it's gonna
Molotov
take before the
cocktail.
lightning aesthetic of this place gets stale.
I think lightning is cool.
I like lightning. It's my favorite Pokemon type is electric.
We're gonna be like blinded by color when we get to a different land.
Like,
Yeah,
oh,
please, that is
So
more
he's
than just
purple.
purple.
We're just gonna be
I
blind.
like his purple.
I only
My
like
eyes!
red.
Like
I only like red.
I
Like the
love
sky
Joel.
back. I love Joel. I can't remember his real name, but I love him.
Atlas.
Atlas. That's right. Carries the weight of the world and all its color blindness on his shoulders.
Honestly, colorblind icon.
Yeah, I listened back to yesterday's session this morning. It's like, yeah, I love him.
He's a poor little
It's so
baby.
great.
Oh, and then since we're waiting a second for Meko, oh my god, I just called you Hudson as like your real name. I'm losing my mind. Gamma. So, having seen him use them, you would know how to use them. You don't have to, identify them or whatever else. So, the 2 sets are linked. So, you basically attach one set wherever you want it, and it works by itself. And then you can attach the other set to something else, and it will copy the actions of the first thing. So, you can choose to only use one set if you only have one thing you want to,
Repel.
animate, or you can use 2 sets to animate 2 things. It has to be something that, can realistically move. Like, you can't just put the things on, a
rock.
5,000-pound rock and expect it to move. Like, it has to be
Just like the
logical for
pioneers.
it to move. Yeah, you could get, a horse-drawn carriage could move without horses. Like, that kind of stuff. Something that is capable of motion could be powered through these stones rather than any sort of external or labor force. I don't know what I'm saying.
We should get a chariot
Hell yeah.
and put spears in the front of it.
Ride that bad boy through
Spy
town.
tools.
Everybody, watch out!
They're the ones that didn't move.
It's rush hour and I'm
Sure.
not waiting!
I have places to be.
People to murder.
And you're one of them!
We did develop perpetual motion, and we stole it.
Brothers solved the energy crisis and y'all said bye.
Mine now.
He's not perpetually moving anymore.
I mean, not until the lightning has stopped striking him.
Yeah. I have so many spells.
Zip zap, zoobity bop. I love that you went through the effort of doing a hidden sleep spell for this man. You could have just straight up thrown him. He would not have been able to do anything.
See, yeah,
We gotta be extra.
it's the flare. Hidden
It's the
flare.
flavor, darling. The pizzazz.
I was about to suggest Guire go behind, go on all fours, and then someone push him from the front. The typical pushover.
High school bullying.
But
And
with
we
an
steal
added
his lunch
death
money.
twist.
Ah, it hurts.
I love Riverdale. What?
Ah, you're such a dork. I'm literally dying.
That's what they all
Nerd.
say.
Yeah, drama queen much. Ugh. Gaslight him until no tomorrow. You're fine. My flesh is gone. You're fine. You were already like
Okay.
that. You just only realized it now, weirdo.
Everyone
do you think
No
we make
loses
fun of you
skin
all the
off
time?
my bones, you said.
See, when I was looking through my spells and thinking about how would I make use of the fact that my enchantment magic can just be hidden, and I saw sleep sitting there, I was like, wait a second, that's actually really
Perfect.
good.
You could gaslight someone into thinking they had narcolepsy.
I could do it to multiple
The long
people.
con.
I could walk into a tavern and have a bunch of people fall asleep and just keep walking like, oh, what happened?
Wild.
Must have been a gas leak.
See, here's the thing.
Farts.
We do that.
You
Convince
would.
people that we
Who's
came
Hudson?
in, solved the problem, and then charge them for our heroic efforts.
Petty crimes.
Love,
Have them
love.
fall asleep at the wagon, claim insurance fraud.
Not traveling at the moment, so we'll put this back up.
Detect carbon monoxide.
I'm back.
Had to take my
Welcome back.
carbon
Welcome back.
monoxide monitor out because it wouldn't stop beeping. It was giving me a headache.
You said so. Shade, you said the no skin off my bones, and it made me think of the one video that I can never find, but I know it exists, of the guy eating the really hot chicken wing, and he's like, I gotta get all the smoke. And it's like quite literally smoking hot as he's eating it.
I
And
remember
it's
you
like,
said
bro,
that.
nose.
your mouth, yeah, it like comes out of his nose, and it's insane. I gotta get all the smoke. Dude, your body's on fire.
You have enough. That's enough slices.
It's enough slices. Oh, I love food TikToks. They're so funny.
Wild.
And get all the smoke. Cheddar cheese. Nutella. No, I can't. I'm gonna
gonna
stop
go down that
DMing and
rabbit-
keep laughing.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
I
go
gotta
rabbit
stop.
hole.
I gotta stop. What are you guys up to? You've murdered a man and you're on the shore of the main landmass. What are you doing? What are you up to? How you feeling?
Do you
We
think
going?
we should set up camp, or do you all want to travel? It's
What
getting
time
a
is
bit
it?
late.
Oh, wait,
It's
you
about it's about 7 p.m. It's getting dark. It's not pitch black out yet. If it affects anything at all, the kind of landscape around you, the dirt that you're on kind of quickly transitions into, actually let me check the map, make sure I'm talking about the right thing. Okay, yeah. Kind of quickly transitions into hard packed dirt that has cracks in it. It's very craggy. It looks like almost like hardened dry clay. Obviously, a little purple toned. And though the cracks look like they're kind of been filled with lightning, if you go down and touch them, it's completely flush, like it's completely flat. So it's almost like it's been designed or patterned this way. Like you'd think a floor would be designed like this, but this is naturally occurring here. The horizon line is pretty open and clear. There's not many trees where you are right now. It's pretty flat where you are. The static flats, as it's called.
That makes sense.
So it is very
That
easy
name
to
also
see.
worries me, though. Here.
The
Savage.
surrounding area is very easy to see for quite a few miles all around you from here.
How far could we estimate it would take to get to about where we need to go?
Those 4
About
hours,
4 or
right?
5 hours, depending, on stuff.
Like, on the one hand, it would take a while, but on the other, I don't love trying to set up camp in a place called the Static Flats
That is
after
also true.
we've already gotten struck by
All
lightning.
obsessed.
I feel like
And
we're
also-
taking a risk either way.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd rather just, I think in that case, just try and get there, right?
That's
Uh,
Would you rather just try and get there? We can sleep when we meet this V.
I would rather just try and get there. We've already been struck by lightning and robbed by birds.
That
Not
is true.
And bit by the ocean.
You were.
Well,
Would you like to try it?
Not particularly. I saw what it did to that guy.
Yeah, I will also say now, I forgot this in the moment, but whatever footwear you had been wearing is gone. It was blown clean off.
Is Nell wearing any?
time!
If Nell was
Jen,
wearing
shoes!
anything, I don't know.
What is it with your characters and with your shoes?
The dogs is
I
out,
don't need
and
fucking shoes.
if your character was wearing like long pants or any sort of long leg wear that would go past your knee, it has been ripped and shredded and kind of burned up to about the upper
shorts
calf.
now.
Only on that one leg though. The other leg's fine.
Noel's probably wearing like a softer footed shoe, so she just takes off the other one, throws it in the. Or actually, she keeps it with her. She's not a litter bug.
Lucky
My
shoe.
shoe.
No litter here.
Mine.
Mine.
No litter threw an entire turtle corpse in the ocean.
littering.
We're feeding the fish.
It will decompose and be eaten. Okay.
Bodies decompose. They're good fertilizer. It's fine.
Shoes.
Everything must return to the
Probably
planet
not.
at some time.
Exactly.
We are all just molecules and atoms. Let's get existential, guys.
No,
I love
not
that.
to,
That's what
actually.
Nels felt on.
Let's not.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
We all die
Yeah, it's-
someday. You ever kill yourself and get killed. What you gonna do?
What you gonna do? So you guys are continuing on your way?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alrighty. Who is taking the lead?
No.
Die.
Alright.
Ah, yes, the barefoot one.
Alright, Nell, with your bare feet, dogs out, give me a survival check.
Listen, you're right there. You're right there with Romulus. He has like wrappings around his legs, like the fancy ones, but his dogs are also out.
Hell yeah.
Taffer doesn't wear shoes because, lizard feet, so we're out here. Only one shoe wearer in the party,
Wow. Weirdo.
14.
honestly.
14,
At
you
least I
said?
get hide my
Yeah.
breath.
Yeah, so for all of for the chunk of the party that is not wearing shoes, you can feel as you kind of step onto the crag a very low, very constant, just oh so subtle static feeling. Kind of like if you were at like a bounce park, there's kind of just that static everywhere that kind of just tickles the bottom of your feet a little bit as you walk. Nothing that, quite literally and metaphorically shocks you or, makes you jump or anything like that. Just kind of a constant presence of this, surface level electricity that is kind of infused throughout this entire area. But yeah,
Does the hair get puffy from static?
yeah, probably. It's a very low charge, and considering that you are all in the same place, there's nowhere for it to really go. So even if you guys bump into each other while walking or happen to touch hands or, start a random slap fight because you guys are all evil, you never end up actually shocking each other. So there's kind of just this constant current going through all of you guys. Again, it's super low, not really doing anything, but it is definitely noticeable as you guys are traveling.
I would imagine that there is so much of it collecting on Romulus's cloak with the wool.
Like a carpet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of
Sliding your
all
socks
look
on
like
carpet.
that stage after bathing your dog where they're all poofy because you towel dried them.
Hell yeah.
You guys have hair and fur. Lame. I would never.
Couldn't be me.
Not me? Oh my god.
All right, you rolled a 14. So Nell, you can let someone else do it if you want to, but Nell, if you would like to, please roll me a d10.
Okay. Don't fuck me over, please.
That's how many days it takes us to get there.
You
You
actually
guys
got
are
lost.
really off course.
You
That's
guys
a
have
10.
been going the wrong way the whole time, actually.
That's a 10,
Oh.
you said?
Yeah. I don't like the way you said that, but yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
God.
That
I'm
was
not allowed to roll anymore.
No. Can we wait?
rolled a dragon.
Time out.
We rolled a
Time out.
dragon.
Okay. Okay, so consider. Yeah. So consider this. She actually misread it. It was one.
That's a 0.
You guys happen to remember what you rolled last time? I asked you for d10s.
I think
No.
it
There
was
was
a
a-
4?
There was a 4 and a 10.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh god.
I need everybody to make me some dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh god.
I'm so
I
afraid
failed.
of my rolls.
Again. I got
24.
I got a 6.
I got a 21.
14.
Or sorry, I got a 15.
Okay, what did Nell get? Sorry.
Oh, 14.
Okay. Nell and Tafris.
Oh, what?
Again.
Really? What is Surprise!
We
Oh,
gotta
no.
stop meeting
You
like
guys are
this.
just
Oh my god.
just lightning rods.
Not me getting struck by lightning. Oh my god.
Guire, you narrowly miss it.
DC 15, gotcha.
see what happens when you wear proper shoes. You narrowly miss things.
The two of it's interesting because it's clear skies. There's nothing going on right now. But Nell and Tafris, you guys are walking, and maybe one of you zoned out or tripped on a little something, like just a little shuffle kind of trip thing. But the two of you bump into each other, and you feel that current that's been building and building and building explodes between you two in this lightning blast that kind of pushes you guys in two different directions, and you take some damage. It doesn't have the same impact as the lightning strike that you took the other day, but it's still rough when it happens. Oh, those are the wrong dice.
God,
Let's
if
not
anyone
roll that.
taking the damage, it's good that it's me because I'm resistant. So,
Oh, that's nice.
yeah, it is nice. Thank you.
God, just light me on fire or something. Come on.
All right. So obviously have whatever needs to be halved for you guys, but you guys take 24 points of lightning damage, halved to 12 for Tafris, and then 8 points of thunder damage as the kind of force ricochets you two apart, and you kind of fall to the ground a little bit. Not quite prone, but it's rough.
Wow, I got taken down to the exact same health I was last time we got struck by lightning. That's cool.
Not to ask the obvious, but you two all right?
Perfectly
That's
fine.
All right.
And Frog can keep moving.
Yes, the sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Cool. So yeah, kind of, brushing it off, continuing on your way. The two of you don't feel that static current anymore. It seems like whatever you just triggered has kind of released you from anything else going on in here.
Okay, so in revenge, we push Guire and Romulus together, right?
Hey guys, I want to try something.
Yeah, it'll be funny, trust me.
So, you guys continue on the latter half of your trek to wherever V is staying, and as you get closer to the Twice Strike Delta, where all these little branching rivers form this delta, you can hear where this probably gets its namesake from, as kind of rhythmically, every 10 seconds or so, you hear just a clap of two lightning strikes happening. You don't see wherever it's originating from, but you can hear it, and, fun. And as you're making your way around and about the delta, you do eventually see a kind of cave-like outcropping that is kind of nestled on the northernmost side of the delta. And since it's really the only structure you've seen in the past few hours of traveling, assume what you assume.
You think this is the place?
A Tarask
likely.
lives in there.
I told you I was going to add a Tarask to the campaign to make it fun.
Spice it up a little bit.
Sorry, you're
Yeah.
so kind. I don't see anything else in this godforsaken land, so I have to assume
Well,
it's a
then we
god's
go.
forsaken, rather.
We'll approach.
All right. So, approaching the edge of the cave, you don't really see anything. It's pretty dark inside. You can see that it goes in quite a ways and kind of like a downward slope.
Hmm.
Dark vision.
Hmm.
I. Guess we'll just go in, have a look around.
All right.
Interesting.
Are you keeping an eye out for anything specific, or are you just kind of walking until something happens?
He's gonna look. He's gonna first, I guess, here at the entrance, look and see if he sees any traps or anything first.
Okay, go ahead and make an investigation check.
Cast the best spell. Find traps.
Yeah,
So good.
That's
There are
4.
traps here.
looks fine. It's a cave, man. It's a little
Ooh.
dark.
We'll go on in.
Okay.
As we're walking, specifically, I am looking for like signs that people have been here or are living here, as opposed to it just being a cave that we found and decided to go in.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check.
And I will say, as we're moving, he's just kind of keeping an eye out for any movement that isn't ours.
Okay. Cool.
Plus
Yeah, now we'll be
8.
looking for the same.
Plus 8, that's a 16.
Okay. You can see there are very light, probably anyway, probably washed away a little bit from all the rain, but some light footprints in the ground. They look a little small, but you have some pretty large dragon feet, so you don't know comparably in general if they're too terribly small. But they look a little small, but you do see foot tracks, mud prints in the floor of the cave here. That seem to lead in deeper. And Hudson, you kind of, oh my god, Romulus. As you guys, I told you I'm terrible with names. Romulus, as you kind of walk in, you are able to go in a good, 50, 60 feet into this cave before it kind of turns into more of a tunnel. Still quite dark. Haven't really seen anything yet.
You'll look around a bit.
Worth mentioning, somebody has been here.
Hadn't we make ourselves known?
Yell really loudly.
Belial behavior.
Yeah. Hey, we're here in your cave. Bum 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 bum.
Lee? You around?
You hear your voice echo down the tunnel and eventually kind of fade away. And you don't hear an answer per se, but I've been saying per se a lot today. Anyway,
Perchance. You can't just say
mayhaps.
Just
Um,
say for chance.
You can't just say perchance.
Perchance there is someone living in this
Why did that
cave.
teacher say something? Yes, you can. You can just say perchance. You can say it all you want.
But you do hear maybe the sound of movement, and it's quiet, and you can really only hear it because you're specifically listening for something. But you get the feeling that whatever is in there is much deeper in this cave.
Let's keep moving. There's something here.
Well, they probably didn't. Wait, wrong voice. Never mind. I can't even summon it right now, so I'll just refrain from that comment.
Oh. Mood, honestly.
Yeah,
It's happened to me a
forgot.
few times.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. You know what? He's in a good mood right now. Okay, so.
Fair enough.
He wouldn't anyway.
Alright. So, you all continue through this tunnel, and, you continue another 10, 20, 50, 100 or so feet. And you start to hear the sound of, crunching and tearing.
Yummy.
I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna ready something because, we did just. This V has no reason to think we aren't here to, do something evil, which we are evil, but not to them. And also to
Maybe.
do something else here. So I will be ready
I will as well.
to cast.
Yeah, what specifically are you readying?
I don't want to go. I won't go with any of the big boy spells. Yeah, we'll just do. Let's just do a nice and friendly firebolt.
I will ready myself to cast Animate Hair.
Okay. You guys are proceeding?
Yes. Proceed.
So, you continue on. You know, this tunnel is quite long. Longer than, you know, it appears on the outside, considering it goes downward, but eventually it kind of widens a little bit, and you can see in the distance wall sconces, like lit torches. And as you continue down the hall, you pass what looks like a threshold. Not entirely sure. It seems like some support beams have been put in. So, like, there's wood pillars on either side of this tunnel that has kind of opened up a little bit into more of a proper hall. Still, you know, carved out of natural stone. It's still jagged and rugged, but there's, you know, a little bit more evidence of life and interaction here. And just on the other side of this threshold, kind of placed against the wall, facing inwards, so that it, you know, on either side of the people passing through, are these large, like, I'm trying to think of something to compare it to, and I'm not. It's not working. Kind of like the dodgeball balls that are like red, and you have a very specific sound you associate with them when you see it. About that size skulls. Humanoid looking, you know, pretty basic shape, but really large. Probably about, you know, 10, 11 inches tall. I don't know how large an average skull is, but larger than an average skull. There. Frame of reference affirmed. Rather large skulls.
One sitting right here.
Yeah, that are the bottom jaws either missing or looks to be buried underneath whatever dirt is packed into the floor here, because the kind of top teeth that are they're very pristine looking and well maintained. The top teeth are kind of flush to the ground, if not digging in a little bit.
We'll make note of that, but we will continue onward nevertheless.
Okay. So, I swear to God, my voice is against me tonight. This is horrible.
I was losing my voice when I was voicing Garzathan earlier, so hey.
Yeah. If it's getting too much, I mean, just stop that, you know.
No, it's fine. I'm just embarrassed. It's okay. Like, I feel fine. It's just throat be
good. I just
wonky.
don't want you in physical pain.
Yeah, no, I'm fine. But continuing on through this threshold, you hear those kind of crushing and tearing and kind of wet sounds building.
Yummy.
You know, someone is stirring a pot of pasta, and there's some cooked and some raw, is kind of what it sounds like. There's breaking sounds as you continue through. And if you proceed, you eventually come to this kind of wide cavern. You know, it's got some tall ceilings, and it's pretty well open. The walls themselves look smooth, so this looks like it's probably been manually tailored to a certain extent. And kind of off on the far left side, you know, looking into the room from where you guys are entering, off to the far left side, you see a kind of small, hunched figure that seems to be devouring a larger humanoid form.
I take it.
And you speak up, and you see this form kind of jump and turn and look at you guys.
Oh, hey, you're the ones that Filgreed said were coming, right?
That's us.
Okay, cool. Hold on 1 second.
And this small girl kind of stands up and brushes the blood and whatever else is on her off, and kind of pulls this little tarp over whatever she had been kind of looming over, and approaches you all.
Nice to meet you guys. I'm V.
And you see this small, human-looking girl with pointed teeth with this wide grin smile that she gives you guys, these bright kind of yellow eyes, or not yellow, sorry, bright red eyes. She's kind of wearing this pretty casual kind of yukata kimono type thing, very loose-fitting, and is just kind of seemingly waiting for you guys to introduce yourselves in some way or something like that.
Child.
Child. No.
This one
Seeming to be child.
This one can live, okay?
This one can live.
Covered in blood, baby.
This one's like cool and like evil,
Adoptable.
So
Adoptable.
yeah. Maybe not.
So my cousin and my mother are talking upstairs, so if my mic picks that up, I apologize.
It doesn't seem to be picking it up.
No, you seem good.
Cool.
Well, V, I'm Romulus.
Paphras.
No.
I'm Guire, and Guire is not looking at her. He's kind of looking to the side.
Yeah, that thing is gross. I don't want it anywhere near me.
Well, it's nice to meet you guys. I don't really have your beds or anything set up yet, but, well, I guess I don't really have food ready yet, because I don't think you guys will eat that. There's a couple blankets over in the corner, if you wanted to sit there. I didn't really have a lot of time to prepare, so, sorry.
That's quite alright.
We did
We can
take a
take care of
shortcut.
ourselves.
Did not give you that much time.
Indeed. I'm sure we'll manage. I certainly
Cool.
will.
He pulls his token out and makes it into a bed.
If it were me, I would have picked a less electric place to live. But I won't complain. I need a place to stay.
Oh.
Fool.
Don't worry, you're pretty safe here. The electricity doesn't come this deep.
So, might I
so-
inquire on a few things?
Yeah, sure.
What's your relation to Vilgreed?
Oh boy. So she kind of made a deal with me that I help, maintain her collection and help her find new and fun things, and every now and then when I go out, and in exchange she lets me stay here and offers me extras if I ever need a snack or anything. So
I see.
I mean, cannibalism is. Why am I having such a hard time forming this sentence? Like, I'm getting it started. Could I, like, I don't know, like in me, I can make make a guess as to what V may or may not be, but could I, attempt to, figure out, hey,
Yeah, go ahead
why
and
why
make.
eat body? Question mark.
Are you like
Seems
asking, or are you
No.
looking to
No.
like check?
I'm looking to
Like
check,
a
make an
skill check.
assumption. We don't ask questions.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different skills you can use, so I'll just list off some, and you can pick the one you want. Insight, history, religion would technically work. Arcana, kinda. Depends on your specific relationship. I would say since you're from the float, you could probably get away with Arcana if you wanted. Yeah, probably one of those 4.
I can do history or arcana. They're the same. There we got that. That's an 18.
Yeah, so with history, you
18
would
back
know
10.
that not too long ago, a couple thousand years, very late into the war era, vampires kind of came into existence, and they're a lot different than they're kind of known in modern Telestransia, like we would have, like in Black Horizon and stuff. They're almost like, at this point, they're more so like magical creatures than a race in and of themselves. They are, still relatively new in the world, but because of how novel and grandiose their original creator, Necros, one of the Genesis deities, kind of made their creation end up being, they're pretty well known. Not necessarily like specifically. It's kind of like I know what a vampire is, and then states a bunch of things that are wrong, but still kind of knows the general idea of what a vampire is.
I
So
see.
you would be able to guess that she is a vampire, yeah.
Nice. Alright. Cool. A vampire, are we?
Yeah. One of many. It's a bit of a sticky situation. I don't really know the deal myself.
Second question. What is your name short for?
So I'm number 5.
Ah, I see.
Who are the other numbers?
And she kind of looks over her shoulder and points, and you see kind of lined along the wall are these pretty well preserved, but still very visibly unmoving and decayed and kind of rigor mortis bodies of young children in various different states. Most of them are just kind of propped up against the wall. There's like a young girl, there's a couple boys of a couple different races. It's kind of a mixed pot. So from left to right, that's one. We called her Primera. There's 2. We called her Iliad. Il is looks like it too. 3 was well, I think we called her Mew because it looked like, an M has 3 lines, capital E has 3 lines, and a W has 3 lines. And then there was Ivy. That one's pretty straightforward. She didn't really like plants all that much though, so. And I'm number 5.
Do you have a name similar to theirs? Or just V?
Just V.
All right. So, last question. This cave, is there more to it? Or is it what we see?
No, there's more. It's a whole little system down here. I kind of go exploring every now and then just to have a little fun. This isn't even my only room. This is just kind of like the, I don't know, main room. I have like a bedroom further down that way. I have a room that I use for like storing things. I have a room that's got, bathing stuff in it, and, just all spread out.
Do you mind if we each took a room?
That's fine by me if you want to do that. Just, don't get lost.
I'll certainly try not to.
And don't wander too deep. I heard some weird noises a while ago, so I've kind of just been sticking to up here for now.
All
Have
right.
you ever encountered anything down here?
A couple of times, but, Philgreed was with me when we first kind of moved me in here, so, she kind of took care of it. There's some things like really, really big bats. There's some snakes and some bug-looking stuff. Can't really remember what they were called though. So
Called Raidus.
No.
Look at this
You just
ball.
read us on the ceiling.
Look at this bug-looking thing.
nasty ass.
This nasty effing bog, dude. Get him out of here.
Bugs and vampires always found in the same vicinity.
They're in Black Cry.
Oh boy.
She's crazy.
Just wild, bro.
Oh my god, stop. No, Becky, you're so crazy.
Quirky. Stop.
Stop. Oh my god, stop.
Stop.
Seriously, cut it out.
Stop! Stop! I don't want to play more.
You are actually fucking insane. Alright? Stop it. Immediately. At once.
Get in the paddy wagon.
Oh goodness, there's crazy going on upstairs.
Not the crazy.
I just heard a bang. I think everyone's.
That
alright.
might have been me. I'm messing with the headboard.
No, it was something our cousin did. Because there was a bang and then I heard, oh no.
Oh no.
But yeah, she kind of finishes answering the question and she just kind of waits a moment, and when nobody else says anything, she kind of, oh, I have to do something real quick. Hold on. She kind of scurries over to this little, kind of worn down, a little water damaged table that has a little book on it, and she opens it and flips through it and then comes to a page, and you see her pick up a quill and dip it in some ink and start writing.
So I suppose this is our base of operations for the time being.
It's quite nice.
It would seem so. Could do with a lot
Cute.
worse.
Yeah, it's pretty deep inside, so not too many people bother coming all the way in here. They kind of just assume nobody lives here. So you don't really have to deal with people coming in or visitors or anything. And I don't really mind, so you guys can stay as long as you want. It's safe from the rain and the storms and stuff, so I think it's pretty nice.
Looks over to Nell and Tafris. Safe from the storm.
Well, I certainly don't
I don't want
mind
to talk
it.
about it.
It's a store smoke, okay? To us specifically twice. God damn, dude.
Be like that sometimes.
Tis the
That
fate of the
famous.
dice.
You guys need to take that copper out of your pocket.
And you see she kind of finishes whatever she's writing and closes up the book and ties the little leather strap that wraps around it.
Oh, I should tell them too.
And she's kind of scurries past you and goes down the tunnel you guys came from, kind of, excuse me. She wiggles through you guys. And she kind of disappears down the tunnel.
Nell's gonna follow.
Romulus will also follow.
Okay. She doesn't go too terribly far. You see her kind of stop where the skulls are, and she kind of crosses one leg over the other and lowers herself down into a seat on the ground.
Hey, Mom. Hey, Dad. So, fun update. Got some visitors. You probably saw them on the way in. I don't know how long they're gonna stay, or if they're gonna be, leaving tomorrow. They might. I don't know. But I hope you're welcome them here. I'm sure they're nice. I'm sure they're not gonna do anything, and they'll be very nice to me. But yeah, I just want to let you know. Everything else has been going good. I've been keeping a good track of my self in my little journal for when she comes back. And maybe, maybe we can get some cool stuff out of this. Maybe they'll bring us back some cool little toys and knickknacks and things.
I give it about a 50-50 on either that's just being what it looks like and being really upsetting, or her souls being trapped in those skulls still.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, looking down, am I seeing any movement out of these corpses?
skulls do not move.
Get them bones.
Oh, they're
shaken.
skulls. Okay.
Just the schools.
But she kind of very quickly afterwards jumps up from her little spot, dusts off her butt where she was sitting, and comes back in, or starts heading back towards the bigger room.
Romulus, as he's kind of observing this, he seems to drift off for a moment, and you notice him kind of shake awake, and he looks scared for a moment, then it settles.
Or scare you more, boo.
Ah!
Wait, what
You
was that?
claustrophobic.
What was that? Boo. Oh!
What?
Ho ho ho!
Oh, thinking like there's no way. Stop! He's afraid of Santa Claus.
Nell just kind of tilts her head.
All her parents seem lovely.
Right.
Not the talkative type.
Doesn't seem so.
Point and laugh, haha, dead parents.
Your ass. Forget
the
about my
movie.
dead parents.
That's the making of a hero or a villain. Dead parents.
Step 1.
All it takes is one dead parent.
And you're saving the world.
Or ending it.
Or ending it.
Kids these days don't know how good they have it.
When I was a kid, both my parents were alive.
I had the Doofenshmirtz. My mother didn't come to my own birth. She said no.
You can't become a hero or villain if you didn't have parents.
Sorry, I got book club at 6. You're gonna have to wait. So she heads back to the main room, and I'm assuming you guys kind of all follow back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never left.
And never left.
I do not care about these dead parents.
Fair
They
enough.
don't concern me.
And when she kind of gets back into the room and you guys follow after her, she kind of does a little spin on one leg and turns around. Hey, so, I actually do have a little bit of a favor to ask you, since you're gonna be staying here.
And what might
What's
that
that?
be?
So it's my parents' anniversary soon, and I wanted to get them a little present, but I'm not really supposed to leave. So I was wondering if you could go get them something.
Something like what?
Well, I don't really know. I don't really know what they like. They don't really talk to me much. I don't know. Something. I can point you in the directions of the nearest towns.
That sounds lovely.
Okay. Do any of you guys have a little map or something I could write it down on?
Romulus will take his map out.
Alright.
At first takes its map out louder.
My
The
map
slightly
has
bigger
colors.
map.
No, he's uninterested in getting an anniversary gift. I didn't even.
For
Like,
dead
what-
parents.
He's like, what parents? What the fuck are you talking about? He wasn't down there.
So
There's more
she first points to the foot of this mountain here. And she points to a little town that I don't have on the map, called Diamond Cliff. That one's probably the closest one. They have some fun stuff there, I think, if I remember. So you could go there. But if you want more options and, maybe more stuff, you could always go to the capital. It's a little bit further, but there's probably more variety there. I don't really care either way. As long as you find something.
Ah, yes. I'm remembering our initial plan. Yes, I think we'll make our trip to the capital. We'll bring back something nice.
Okay.
This is big grin.
Now then, now that we're settled in, I want to meet our new little friend.
He'll pull out the orb, the jade hyena.
Okay.
Or
Orb time.
Alrighty. So you spend the time to use it, and very similarly to kind of how you saw Filgrade do it, though it's through different orifices and such. You see kind of the soul of the hyena come out, and then the skeleton, and then muscle, and then skin, as it's kind of like constructed out of the orb. And your hand is empty by the time it finishes. And not exactly calm and expecting and waiting, but kind of more freaking out a little bit, is this jade hyena. It's about, 3 feet tall. It is still young, compared to how long its species lives and everything. And it kind of, starts running away.
Get back in the ball.
Back in the goddamn ball.
Romulus will pull out.
there is no ball. The ball's gone.
Impossible.
Romulus will pull out some rations and hold them up, and kind of wave them around to have the smell linger.
Okay. It's gone down one of the tunnels.
Yeah, okay.
Hmm.
Nice job.
One way to catch up with it now. Nell follows.
Suppose so.
Romulus will also follow.
Was that a dog?
Something like
I
that.
believe so.
You didn't tell me you had a dog. That's awesome. You should probably go catch it though. It might hurt itself.
Probably.
Yeah,
Doesn't quite seem to like us.
not yet.
Or perhaps it didn't like having its soul trapped in a ball. Who's to say?
I wouldn't like that very much.
Can't say I would either.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
We pursue.
Alrighty. Are you guys running after it, or are you just gonna walk and hope you find it?
I don't
Nell will
think.
zoom.
Yeah. We're gonna move as quickly as we can, I suppose.
Okay, so go ahead and make me
Yes.
athletics
Yes.
checks.
That is very good considering my +0. 14.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
7.
This has to
Seven.
stop happening. I also got a 14.
Damn.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
All right.
This is
Okay.
evil, right?
I have a -1.
So Tafris and Romulus, go ahead and make me survival checks to try and track where it went, because you
Oh.
guys were talking as it ran away.
Yeah, that's true.
16.
Okay.
12.
Okay. Are you guys going to stick together, or are you going to split up in the cave system to look for it?
I think sticking together will probably be the
Yeah,
smartest
probably-
thing in a
Probably
cave
the best
system.
move,
Where
and
we've
Okay.
explicitly been told not to
Yeah.
get lost.
even Taffy acknowledges that one. So yeah, we'll stay together.
Okay, so staying together, Romulus, you kind of take the lead a little bit. Tafris is like, I'm gonna go this way, and you're like, oh, but it sounds like it's down there. You guys kind of go down the same, kind of go
Whatever.
down the same direction. And you do eventually catch up to it. You come to another kind of more open area, and you catch up to it. And the reason you catch up to it is because it stopped running, because it is crouched down, growling, its ears pressed against its head, as this large ball of fur with wings is on the ground in front of it, probably standing a good 5 feet taller than it and slowly crawling across the floor. It has a almost pig-like nose with sharp fangs and these pointed ears. It is essentially a very large bat, and it is screeching and clicking as it's slowly stalking closer to this hyena.
Cast firebolt on it.
Romulus will fire his lunar ray at it as well.
Yeah. Attack.
All right, go ahead and make rolls as you need.
What is this spell again? The moment I don't have it automatically calculated, I don't remember how to do it myself.
2.
I got a 17, 25.
All right, those both definitely hit. Go and roll damage.
And Romulus raises his scepter up and shoots a beam of starlight out of the gem on the end of it. Let's see.
Ooh, nice damage.
Oh yeah, nice
I
damage.
believe it just does
Sorry.
my spellcasting mod.
That is 15 fire damage.
Nice, nice.
Yes, and it takes my spellcasting modifier amount of psychic damage. Actually, no, I'll do piercing. So,
Okay.
yeah, it takes 5 piercing damage.
Cool. So yeah,
And Star Decayed.
Okay. So yeah, you guys kind of burst into the room full sprint and immediately fire off your spells. The firebolt hits the side of it and explodes, and you see it kind of retract from the hit before the lunar ray hits it. And it kind of takes a stumble back, but doesn't seem to really be pulling full away.
Laser.
Are Nell and Gwyer, did you guys join them in the chase, or would you have kind of gone your own way?
I probably joined them. Yeah. Caught up eventually.
Yeah, Dwyer would have joined too. He's just a little distracted by the body in the room, but he's there behind.
Okay. So, I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative, please.
Mm.
Yeah, we have a plus
Yeah.
5 still. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Oh my god, okay. That is...
My ass isn't going first. I'm going last. I got a total of 6.
That is a 26.
Sure, we'll use
that's
this music that I
6.
haven't fully listened to yet. We'll see how it goes.
Initiative dice, there we go.
I don't have a battle map. So this music is intense. Holy shit.
For a bat.
Yeah, for a bat. Holy shit.
It's fine.
Do I have anything else? That's fine. It's just a really... It's the first combat of the thing, so we'll say it's worth it. What is this on here? Oh, I remember.
Oh my god, this music's going crazy.
God. Hello? Oh, no, didn't mean to do that. It's fine. Here, we'll switch to this one. I think this one's a little bit more chill. Okay. It's at least not as distracting. Okay. Let's get the party started. Boop. So you guys are probably... right up there. They're probably around here-ish. You guys can kind of arrange yourselves however you want, kind of in this space down here. Do I have... No, I didn't make one. I have too many tokens. Ugh. Oh, wing. Boop.
Little guy.
Ah.
That's
Big
a little
guy.
bit bigger guy.
No longer small.
We can take one bat, probably, right?
Just wait for it. I'm gonna summon 3 more. Don't you worry.
Don't worry about it.
And then we have to
more.
fight
What?
them, too.
Copy. This creature does have traits, and that's just because I don't. I'm too lazy to figure out how any of the actual monsters work. So everything's homebrew. So it's always got traits.
Neat.
Boop-boop. Copying and pasting things. Because I actually remembered to type them out this time.
Oh,
What's up?
nothing. I just read a spell, and I was like, I'm gonna do this, and I'm very glad I didn't, because I thought it's Thunderstep. I thought it was the creatures that within 10 space of where you go to take the damage, but as creatures within 10 feet of where
It's
you
where
leave from. So, I don't need to.
Don't worry about it.
Ooh.
Well, I'm
Alright.
using first anyway.
So this creature has the following traits: dense fur, darting strike, packed coat, cave biter fangs, bite, and claw. A couple of those are probably a little obvious, but
The claw.
I need a piece of paper so I can actually track HP. Come here, random piece of paper. You're mine now. Alright, what are people's initiatives?
6.
26.
24.
Alrighty, gotta roll initiative for.
I should really take. Is it battle ready? Is that the one that gives you a bonus action when you roll? I don't remember.
Yeah, it gives you a bonus action on initiative.
I should really take that so I can start my blade song as soon as combat comes up, but whatever.
I remember how things work. Yep. Okay. Schmallerady. Order up. Get my little sticky note out here. I don't like that it watches me type in real time. It's like, what if I type wrong like I just did?
And we all see it.
Bold of you to assume that I can type, so I'll teach you.
Bold of you to assume that I can see.
Bold of you to assume that I am.
Yeah. The thing is, I've never been before.
Really?
So
Never?
fun.
Never.
Wild. Alright,
I
so we
simply
got our
am not.
initiative. Boo, boo, boo. Oh, I didn't roll for our friend here.
Or green yin.
Green. Yin.
Alright. Tafris, you are up whenever you are ready.
I am ready. I will use my bonus action to start a blade song, so I have more AC. Yeah. And the other things it gives me also, I have those as well. And let me check something real quick. Need to remember which one I chose specifically. Favorite cone. Future. You know what? Fuck it. I'll move up a little bit. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I'm overconfident in myself.
I believe in
And
you.
because I haven't cast it in so long, and it's gonna be so satisfying, I will cast Fireball.
Hell yeah.
Do it, baby.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I need a bear dish, sure.
Dex save.
I do, in fact, need a dex save, yes.
That is a 14.
That is a failure. Okay.
Alright.
I don't have that many d6s. That's cool. Time to get the calculatron out.
Also, I should mention,
Oh, no,
since
okay.
I didn't before, since a creature with Star Decay can't take reactions until the start of my next turn, and also the first time it casts a spell or takes an attack action, I can cause it to burst, and it deals my star die of piercing or psychic damage.
You're gonna do it
Cool,
to me. Okay. Plus Plus... Oh my god. Which dice even was that? Where'd it go? More. Alright, that is a clean 28 fire damage.
Nice, nice.
And I will scan because I did almost forget again. Nope, wrong server. There we are. And because I always, it's insight perception or is it investigation perception?
Investigation or perception.
Okay, well that's good for me. So, well, it's not good if I get that roll. Well, actually, it's probably still fine. 7 plus 8. 15.
Yes, that is sufficient.
Okay. Let's take. What's the most evil trait here to get?
Evil.
I'll take claw. No, I'll take cave spider fangs.
Alrighty.
Wonder what this does.
It's a mystery.
Alright. Cave biter fangs. The creature's fangs have been sharpened by the rare stones of its habitat. When the creature near misses, when its attack matches the target's AC, with its bite attack, it still deals half damage.
Neat.
Yee.
What's my AC actually? Very good actually. Good AC.
20. Alright, on my turn.
Alright. Yeah, so do let me know if it makes an attack and it still matches your AC, because I do not have everybody's AC memorized yet.
Cool.
Yeah. Alright, I will end my turn.
My
Alrighty.
AC is just a frowny face.
Oh. Alright, Guire, you are up.
See,
Get
I'm
your
working off
thing
the
on.
assumption that I don't get hit, because if I do, it's gonna hurt a lot. But hopefully that doesn't happen, right?
I'm debating using my turn just to stay alive.
Yeah, y'all did get struck.
You guys are a little damaged.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, did you add your lightning damage to?
Oh, no, I didn't. Well, it was the D6 you said? Of lightning?
Yeah, it's 1d6 lightning damage anytime you deal damage.
Then that's 3 lightning damage on top of it.
Alrighty.
That.
I have a good amount of health left. I won't die. You won't
wish you
die.
could.
But you wish you
You
could.
won't die.
You won't die,
But
but you'll wish you could.
Thank you, circus baby. Get the fuck out of this cave, please.
Villain's
What are you even doing
campaign,
here?
but it's just
Go back to Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals. That's what it's called, yeah. I know.
Nah.
Circus baby's stuck in here with you.
Okay. Good. Whatever.
Beat the shit out of that robot in a
better than the
second.
opposite. Yeah, fuck you. Get over here.
We fucked the
Square
bat,
up,
and then we
bitch.
fucked up the robot.
See, I would say sure, but she's like over 7 feet tall, so I don't think I'd win.
She should be tall queen.
Sweep the ankles.
Alright, Guire, you are up.
Question.
Whenever you are
I-
ready.
Question.
Yeah.
For sneak attack, if I'm flanking, does that mean someone has to be in front of it for me to get sneak
Flanking
attack?
flanking is either side of, so one person will have to be either side of the character. Currently there is no one there. But you don't have to be flanking, just another character needs to be harrying the target, so like within melee of the target. So it doesn't have to be flanking specifically, someone else just has to be there.
Okay.
Flanking gives you advantage, which is helpful, but it's not necessary for sneak attack.
It isn't.
No.
Not flanking,
Not
but something
fine.
else does have to be like near it.
Okay.
So you would not be able to get sneak attack right now.
I like to imagine the
Yeah.
pointers are very mesmerizing to any cats watching.
Wee!
Mine
Cats
is
the stream
out.
sound off.
I've been targeted.
What do I want to do?
Fucking flies buzzing around.
You can also, I don't know how much movement speed you have, but you can also use your bonus action to hide, which you can then take sneak attack if you successfully hide.
Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna use my bonus action to.
Get in that square, you goof.
Sorry, my thing. Like, so what I'm gonna do is hide and then take my movement speed to move, and then that'll be it for my turn. No, yeah, that'll be it for my turn.
So you can also use your action to dash if you'd rather do that, and then that way you can at least get close enough and then hide. That way next turn you don't have to worry about it. But it's up to you. You can do whatever.
Hmm.
It just depends on how close you want to get this round, that's all. My phone just buzzed at me. What?
Buzz, buzz. What's the buzz?
Bzz, bzz.
What's happening? I got an
I think-
email.
I think I'm gonna hide and then just move. That way I can get sneak attack next round.
Okie dokie. So, go ahead and roll me a stealth check, and then you can move your token wherever you would like. Excuse
me. That is 24.
So true.
Did you hear me?
Yes, sorry.
Okay, you're good.
I nodded, and that's not helpful.
We hear a shaking sound.
Mhm. Oh wait,
You hear a flash.
Touche.
Sorry, we don't have that type of psychic link. Beep. There I am. And that's my turn.
Okay. It is the bat's turn,
good for it.
honestly.
Let's see it.
Oh, I like him right here. Hi. Hi, Bat. Hey, oh my,
Jeffers.
oh my god, oh my god.
I
That's
made this too
Everest?
smooll, I can't fucking read what it can do. I made it
Oh
so
my god,
small.
it's the Bat! Ah!
Batman?
It's
Okay.
a star die. Ah, it's a D8.
So you watch as the bat kind of takes a few steps backwards, kind of crawling against the floor before it hunches down and shoots off of the ground right at you, Tafris, crashing into you, while attempting to sink its teeth into your scales.
You will try.
Roll to hit. Roll to hit. That's an actual.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, boy.
That,
and
that's
I need.
my
Oh, God.
AC, so that'll be fine.
Natural 20 is my AC.
That's weird. And then I need a strength saving throw from you, please.
Oh boy.
And with that, my star decay explodes.
Alright.
It's not a negative, but it isn't great.
Take 7 piercing damage.
Alrighty.
That's a 6. 6 on that too.
Alrighty.
Actually, wait, hold on
so-
1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
You can't. Yeah, now okay. Yeah, that is a 6. Yes.
Okay. So you were knocked prone as it
Land.
basically, rather than like flying and landing on you, it just leaps onto you from where it is and sinks its fangs into you. You take, and this is already doubled, so it's not doubled from here. You take 24 points of piercing damage as it sinks its teeth like right into the meat of the space between your shoulder and your neck.
That hurt.
Up right above the collarbone. And you are knocked prone, and it is going to take a claw attack against you while it has you pinned down underneath it.
Lame.
I'm a demon.
Oh no, I accidentally did. I gotta reroll.
I should have cast mirror. Well, no, if I cast
And
mirror,
that's
I wouldn't have to
a dirty 20 to hit.
it if it meets my AC, it deals half damage. Yes.
Yes, so I will roll
Okay.
in half the damage.
Yeah, I
it's
hope
at
that-
advantage because you're prone. I forgot.
Yeah, I hope this
You're
hyena moves, because if it doesn't, I'm getting out of here. So
Bye, bitches.
I'm getting the fuck out of here, and getting the fuck out of here deals damage to it.
So you
you
take
know.
9 points of slashing damage,
Yeah.
and that's
Oh.
already halved.
Well, I knew the risks.
And I believe that is the creature's turn. Yes, it will end its turn. So, Nell, you are up. Whenever.
Righty. I don't want to die.
You saw that.
You're fine. Okay.
Yeah.
You are all the way back there.
I know, I realized I forgot my last thing.
We are going to.
We are farmers. Bum, bum, bum,
Bum,
bum, bum, bum, bum.
bum.
Lizardfolk Lounge is not sponsored by Farmers Insurance.
So it's like pinning, not Rita's.
Tafris.
What's his name? Tapper's down
Yes,
right now.
they both have names started with S.
Tafris is currently pinned underneath the bat.
Okay, so we don't want the bat to stay there. That'd be bad.
That's fine.
I mean, I can just fuck it up a little bit.
We do it.
All my stuff is area effect. God damn it.
Look at everybody working as a team to not fucking die.
If
This
you
is the
hit
bonding
me-
moment we need.
If you hit me, I
That's
will
have to
die
be-
right now.
I'm not gonna hit you. I'm
So-
not most likely gonna hit you.
Okay.
Surely,
I have a grand total of 14 hit points left, so.
okay, I'm going to cast Inquisitor's Cutting Wave. Give me 1 minute. What is that going to be? Alright. I can't read.
Neither can I. It's fine. Forgot to change the AC on the thing. I have to remember it's different than what it says on the bullshit.
Alrighty. So yeah, I cast Inquisitor's Cutting Wave on it, and I do. That's. Wait. Is that a roll to hit? Yeah, it's a roll
Yeah, it
to hit.
is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I can't see it, so I was like, I don't know. That's an 11 to hit.
I'm afraid that does not hit.
That's okay. And I will do that, and then I will bonus action Healing Word. First. I think I'm in range, yeah.
Yeah, healing word's like 30 or 40 feet. It's pretty far.
I always get Cure
It's like
Wounds and
healing
Healing Word mixed up, so.
Fair.
So Taphrus 2d4 plus 5. Do I roll that?
I think so.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're applying the healing.
Yeah. Hey, that's 8.
Ayo.
There you go. You now have more hit points than me.
How many was it? 8? 8. Nice. 22?
One, two,
Oh, wait, you're that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're just gonna don't die yet.
Yes.
got struck by lightning, fell into the lightning water.
Oh,
Got
right,
shocked to death.
I forgot about the lightning water. That makes
The
sense.
lightning water.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The lightning water was.
Nell's not
let's
had a
forget
great
about that.
day. This is
Nell's
the
Don't
fu-
so don't come any closer, or you're gonna be hit again. Is what I'll say.
Okay. Oh, scan.
this is
Not
the-
by lightning.
This is what
Thank
the
you, thank you, random bug on screen.
Go ahead and make a perception or investigation check.
See, when we rolled threes earlier, this is what it
perception.
meant.
Yeah. 19.
Yeah, what trait would you like?
Hold on, I have to read again.
You're good, you're good.
Let's go packed coat.
Alrighty. Forgot to highlight the first letter. And then we go here, and then we go to this specific channel. Not that one, I clicked the wrong one. This specific channel, and then we Control V. Dense for, oh no, it's packed coat. I just put it in the wrong one. Huh. Packed coat is once per turn. When a creature takes damage, it can reduce the damage by 1d4 times 2.
Packed coat. We should make it into a coat, I think.
Oh.
Mm.
Yeah.
Is that fur you're wearing? What type of fur is that? It's a bat.
Bat.
Found it.
It attacked me in a cave.
And I will clarify because I worded it wrong. It's once per round, not every turn. Once per round. You can do it.
Okay. That's a lot.
It's
That's a lot.
basically a reaction. It's basically a reaction. It just doesn't use up its reaction to do it.
Gotcha.
So once per round, you can do that.
A lot less potent.
Yeah, I misworded it.
Oh
and
my
I never-
god.
I didn't fix it
not
on the
me-
document, so when I copy and pasted, I didn't even think about it.
Not me remembering I had shield and could have stopped myself from getting hit that second time. Oh my god.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Can't
I don't
believe
think
this.
I can't believe you done
Can't
this.
believe you done this.
Alrighty. Oh, it's anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
Nah, I'm out.
Alrighty. It's Yeen's turn.
Please.
So the hyena, kind of takes a moment and gathers the energy and susses out that the people attacking the bat, it's kind of sus. The people attacking the bat are probably at least not going to attack it for now. So it will scoot forward and take its
Oh.
2 bite attacks against
Buddy.
I can't.
Lacvitura.
Lacvitura.
Those are some low rolls, so it attempts to nip at the bat, but it's still kind of very startled, and there's spells flying and so much going on that it kind of bites into the air, and then it gets a mouthful of this really dense fur that it can't really get to the flesh through, and kind of just spits back out this clumped gray
buddy.
fur. And then it is going to use its bonus action to disengage and fucking skedaddle away to down here.
Good.
And begins making its way back towards the tunnel it kind of came through.
Hey,
And
get your
that
butt
is-
back here.
And that is its turn. It is a hyena. It does not have the proper intelligence to scan, so it is not going to scan, and it is
What do you
Romulus's turn.
mean? It's intelligent enough to know to run away.
It is Romulus's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Animate Hair. And you see
Alright.
Romulus's beard grows longer, and at the end of it, the hair it begins to kind of move around. You can see what looks like mouths, like fanged mouths, made completely out of hair, that are kind of writhing about.
Kind of hot, not gonna lie.
And with
Just
that,
kidding.
my wild magic, I gotta roll that.
Oh boy.
Okay, let's see. It's my funny little table.
Do you not have to roll a d20 first and then the d100?
No, so it's a d20 whenever.
Oh, that's right. You're not.
use
You're
a
not.
spell
You're not
slot.
a sorcerer. You're not
Yeah.
a sorcerer. Maybe.
Oh, fun. Repulsion. So, the 15, the stinking cloud spell is cast, centered on the target, and the cloud follows target, vanishes at the start of your next turn. Who do I want this to be on? Do I put this on me?
Gas out Yeen so he doesn't run away.
It's not how stinking cloud works. Oh, this shit's so
Knock him
smelly. I'm
out.
gonna stay right here in it. Oh.
Pass out.
Let me look at Stinking Cloud, actually, before I do this.
Mhm.
20-foot radius. Each creature that is completely within it has to make a con save. Spends its action retching. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool.
Don't the cat.
Oh, neat.
I know you're thinking about it.
I'm immune to poison, so I don't suffer from this. So yeah, I'll center it on myself. Why not?
Okay, never mind.
Romulus just farts.
Oh my goodness.
God.
Sound like a trumpet.
It's like Hudson's here.
Sometimes I can still hear his voice.
Distant fart.
Yeah.
And he'll move forward. Let's see. So I'm trying to think of where this radius is and where I can go.
So the stinking
10, 15,
cloud
20,
is
25, 30, 35.
about here-ish. Probably a little smaller than that, but that's roughly the stinking cloud.
Two ahead.
Personal
any.
opinion. Don't get, like, within this radius.
Personal opinion.
In my personal opinion, it would
stay
be,
the fuck back.
it would be
Get
bad for
away.
your. It would
No
be bad
fire
for your
spells
health.
and
I'll
stay
say
away.
See, the thing is, it would suck if it affected you, but also it would suck if it affected it.
Okay.
Because it would have to waste
But-
its action doing essentially nothing.
Yeah. So,
I like how it's nauseating gas centered on a point within range, which means you didn't even have to cast it on yourself. You
I
could have just
know.
casted it to fuck all. Instead, you decided to fart.
You sure did. Well, it specifically in the wild magic, it's centered on a creature.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
La Criatura.
Do I
Actually,
have
definitely.
movement options? Let's see. I don't think I have Misty Step or anything. That would be useful here. Well, actually, it wouldn't matter. I use my bonus action. Fuck it. I'm gonna dash.
Fuck it, we ball.
5,
Fuck it, we ball.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 20-foot radius. I'm trying to move to where I would only get it and the radius.
Are you going to move in a straight line this way, or are you going to kind of lose some of your movement to go around it? Because it will get an attack of opportunity on you as you go through this way.
The start.
It's up to you. Oh, right,
does
no reactions. You're good. You're good.
And I'm gonna move here.
Alright,
Yeah, that should be 5, 10, 15. Okay, cool, yeah. So Tefris is out of the way. I still want it to be within 15 feet of me.
Yeah, it's like here-ish.
So yeah, Tefris, just don't move forward.
I am going the complete opposite direction, so I'm out of here.
Got it.
Honestly, I do. I do, or I'll die.
I literally just told you not to, so,
I'm gonna try, alright? No promises.
I'm thinking. Okay, no. I think that's all I do. I will scan though.
Alright.
Oh yeah, I can scan. No, I won't do that though.
I don't feel like
kind
it.
of don't want to.
This
Feeling villainous.
21.
It's absolutely enough.
Villainous.
What
don't
faith
help
would you
yourself
like?
Win.
I'm
gonna scan but not share with the party because I'm evil.
I'm gonna take dense fur.
Alrighty. This one I know that I have to fix the text on because I didn't. I will copy and paste it first and then fix the text. Alright, I believe that is all that needed to be changed. Alright, dense fur. The creature has an incredibly dense coat that muffles sound itself. With this fur, the creature has advantage on stealth checks, can disengage as a bonus action, and is granted resistance to the following damage types: cold and thunder. The creature is also so insulated that it is immune to lightning damage.
Noted.
I guess it'll only be taking half damage on this one then.
So, that's my turn. I end it there.
Alrighty. I gotta do a thing real quick. Alrighty. So I find this very funny, but this might not be very funny. To the person it is happening to, because I'm so sorry that this continues to happen to you.
Oh no.
Oh no. I know what's coming in.
Oh my
So,
god.
silently, but with a speed and precision that is formed from years of delicate hunting as this large bat creature, the second bat comes in and
God damn it!
Surprise!
so for context for chat, I have a little DM habit of hiding creatures on my battlefield, either with the environment or with stealth or whatever. And I've done it twice or 3 times before, and every time Shade is always the one who ends up triggering the hidden creature.
Yeah.
And when you moved, it was gonna go after Tafris, but then you moved over here. So
Well, at least I
you were
saved
closest. You were closest, so it
So
is
me
going...
hiding doesn't do anything.
It will have disadvantage on its attacks against you because you are hidden.
It's fine.
But you did. Actually, did you hide before you moved?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then it will continue to go after Tafris then.
Ow.
Oh. Still bad.
We did not.
I said that and then I
Sorry.
realized that it's probably
You
better.
rolled really high stealth, so that it makes sense that it would not see you.
Oh, it's just like
Sorry.
flanking me. It still gets advantage though, because I'm prone.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing Nell has healing word.
That is a 16 to hit. I believe that misses.
That does in fact miss.
Alright.
Yay.
Light song.
And then... Yeah. And it's going to use its bonus action to skedaddle its way down here.
Good, get the fuck out of here. Cartoon running sound effect.
And it disengaged, so you do not get any attack of opportunity on it. And that is its turn. So Tafris, you're up, buddy.
Okay. Even though it's gonna be half damage because it's thunder, but I need out of here fast without it getting an opportunity attack. I will scan, actually, let's do that now.
Alright.
That is a... Math 25.
Yeah, what trait would you like? There's one actual trait left, and then there's 2 attacks.
Even though I was hit by it, I'll do Darting Strike.
Okay. Bay. And pissed. Fix that wording there. Alright. Darting Strike. If the creature moves at least 20 feet straight towards a creature and then hits it with a bite on the same turn, the target must make a DC 16 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is knocked prone, the creature can make a claw attack against it as a bonus action. You know, it has to be on that turn. So.
Alright. With my action, I will cast Thunderstep. So I need a Constitution saving throw.
Alright.
From it.
That is a very low roll, so... Yeah, that is a 7 total.
Is a failure. So as much as 10 feet, where can I go to? 90 feet away, right? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, come on. Alright. It's gonna take some funny damage.
Roll the funny numbers.
You're so silly.
Funny amount. And then you have that funny amount, so it's not as funny anymore.
It's still kind of funny.
Yeah, a little bit. That's 15 halves, so 7.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going anywhere else. I'm gonna go. I can go 90 feet, so it really doesn't matter. Just go like over here. Go over there. Bye. I'm out of here. And using my bonus action, I will cast. Wait, hold on. What level spell stats? So she's was my third. That's second. Okay, I will cast Mirror Image. A little bit extra defense in case I get attacked again, which I can't really afford.
Very cool, very cool.
And I will end my turn.
Alrighty. Wire, you are up.
I'm gonna go ahead and scan because I forgot last time.
Alright, go ahead.
I got an 18.
Alright, that's enough. You can get Bite and Claw, or if there's any other information you would like to try to glean, you can attempt to do that as well.
Let's go ahead and do bite and just knock it all out.
You get both attacks for it.
Oh, okay. Knock it out.
Get him. Get him.
Wow, wow.
Row, row, row. I don't need to send that I sent that message earlier today. Thank you, Discord.
What do you mean?
Bite is a melee weapon attack, +6 to hit, reach 5 feet, on target, does piercing damage. Claw, same thing. 3d10, +6 slashing damage.
Cool.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna move forward. Helps if I collect the right tool. Up here. And I'm going to attack.
Go for it.
I will warn, since I'm probably gonna move down one, you might want to be underneath it.
I can do that then. Hi, friend.
And then, because you are still hidden, you do get sneak attack on this hit, on an attack if you're choosing that hits.
Okay. I got an 18.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Roll the damage.
Okay, it might actually be easier to do it through here. Because I get 1d8 plus 3d6.
Hells yeah.
Alright, so that's going to be a 13. And then hang on.
Ooga, 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 ooga.
The bats.
The bats.
Freaking bats.
I love Halloween.
I love that.
Spookiest time.
God damn it, it's out of reach. Never mind. Okay, so that'll be it for me then.
Alrighty.
Stab.
That's thunder damage.
There's what's happening upstairs.
Stomping around.
Ow!
Sure
Stabbed
have a
myself with
lot
my
of-
pen. Alright, is that your turn?
And that is my turn.
Alright, and then would you like to use your bonus action to hide again, because you are currently unhidden because you made an attack, or you can use your bonus action to disengage and move away, or you can end your turn.
I can hide. Hide again.
Alright, go ahead and make a stealth check.
Now you see me, now you don't. It's a 20.
Alright. You are effectively hidden,
I am
hiding
hidden.
behind its big body. And it is its turn.
Con save.
It is in the cloud, yeah. There's a natural 19 for a 22.
Does not care about Romulus's fart.
Alright. And it is going to walk up to said Romulus, because the thing that just attacked it is gone. And it's going to make a bite attack against you. Yeah. And that is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Alrighty. I already forgot my own damage for that attack. 38. That is 17 piercing damage.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, 21. I forgot to add the I forgot to add the 4, I'm sorry.
I'm fine with it. That's easier math for me.
And then it will also use its bonus action to skedaddle away with a disengage and head off with the other bat. They have a very high fly speed, so that's why they're moving really far.
And we came in from over here?
Yes.
Ish.
Yep. Yeah, it's kind of like a rough circle around here. And then there's a couple more tunnels that kind of branch off deeper. Nell, it is your turn.
Oh. Let's see. 120 feet. And then that is... That shouldn't cause a cave-in. Yeah, we'll be fine.
Oh, God.
That's always exciting to hear as a DM.
It shouldn't.
Don't tempt me.
It's that one time that I forgot how Shatter works. And...
No, it's okay. You're fine. It's just that one time you used Shatter in a cave really threw me off.
Don't worry. Okay, no, I'm not gonna
It's
say it.
fine.
Never mind.
Um,
I'm not gonna say it so Forty doesn't realize it.
And reminder that even though you have gotten all of like the traits and stuff, you can still scan for certain other things that, you know, if you're curious about.
It has any condition immunities.
yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. That's what I was gonna ask for. So
I will
we'll go
say
and scan
we
that.
probably shouldn't linger in this particular section of cave too long after we're done. Because I cast a spell that did thunder damage.
Oh.
That's a 12.
I'm afraid that is not sufficient.
Yeah. I'm just debating if this is really stupid or not. But it'll do damage. I don't know. If it caves in, it caves in.
Fuck it, we got backup characters.
Fuck it, we bowl.
do have a
Fuck it, we bowl. Fuck it, we bowl.
Well, we can go other ways. I can stay right here, and I'm gonna cast Erupting Earth. Alright.
God.
Alright.
Erupting Earth.
I like it. I like it.
The
Alright, is that
confidence in this group is too
what's
high.
what save is that for our bat friends?
Dex. Dex, please.
Oops, I dropped the die.
One deck save, please.
I would like to order.
Alright, one got a
Imagine
natural
if they
20.
succeeded. Yeah.
And
That's what he calls the cave in.
one got a natural
Imagine
20, and then
succeeded
the
and
other
we got
one-
caved in.
The other one got an 11.
Okay, so the 11 fails. No,
I'm assuming it's a
not.
half damage spell, but maybe not.
I like seriously cannot read today. I really should put my glasses on.
That would help, probably.
Yes, half. Okay.
Half damage. All right.
Don't worry, I'm
so
just a
this
little
one,
blind.
this one
Okay.
takes full. This one takes full damage. And this one takes half damage.
And it is bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And that is 3d12. That's easy. So... That is 17, and then do I get the lightning damage on top of that?
Yes.
D6.
forget to roll the lightning damage for the. It's immune to lightning damage.
And then that's.
Oh yeah, it is
Just-
immune to lightning damage. What am I
Oh,
doing?
never mind.
I remember my own
oh yeah, I
creatures.
should have rolled that. Oh.
So
Yeah,
what?
so that's 17.
17.
Yeah, so half 8.
Alrighty.
And now it is difficult terrain right there.
All right.
Now it is rocks falling from the ceiling.
Don't worry about it.
Give me a second.
I'm worrying about it actually. You,
Nobody
and
technically
I
said
cannot
no.
survive this.
So
You dropped my pen lid.
Because
There.
I didn't know you were gonna cast erupting earth before you cast it.
I said,
So-
hey, this is a really stupid idea.
All right. So
All you said was, oh no.
So you cast your spell, and the floor cracks open, and mud and earth and stone rock shoot upwards out of it, crashing into the side wall of the cave here, as well as these bats, and rocketing into the ceiling. And I would ask you how you want to do this if it wasn't for the fact that the ceiling cracks and the crack spreads out like a broken window before it begins to fall one boulder at a time, these two bats shrieking as they are crushed by these heavy stones. And the cracks are still spreading.
Oh boy.
We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
I think we should run.
Wrong voice. That was almost right. Oh, really? Do you?
Out we go.
It got the job done, didn't it?
And then some.
You could have chosen any other spell.
I really couldn't have.
I'm gonna need athletics checks from everybody
Oh no.
to run.
And a
Oh,
negative
your way.
one. Let's go.
I'm so glad I rolled high because I don't have a plus to any of it.
Watch me fucking die.
I did it again where I rolled my die and I was like, what number is that? And it was a 20.
I'm gonna do.
Alright, I
Okay,
put my roll in the
okay.
chat. I really gotta use the bathroom, so I'll be
Yeah, go
right
for it.
back.
And then just to clarify, it's a check, not a save. It's just a athletics check.
Net 20.
I'm also gonna take a quick piss break before we die.
Fair enough. If I'm
I-
gonna void my bowels, it'll be on my terms.
Got a natural 1.
Okay.
Listen, I won't be too
I am
sad.
so sorry.
Noted.
Listen, I won't be too sad if I die. I do have a backup character.
And I am out of the
Listen.
spell slots.
I don't make encounters with the intention of killing you guys, but when you cause a cave-in, I can only do so
Okay.
much.
That is
So,
true.
I want to state for the record who you is that we're talking about here. When you say you guys cause a cave-in, I don't care. It's funny.
Okay,
but-
thunder damage, McGee.
All right.
You contributed. Romulus did
I did.
nothing wrong. He just farted.
I'm not mad about it either way. We are all unjust here. You know, if it must be such to save the Yin, assuming the Yin also saves on.
Yeah, I really hope the Yin
Okay.
saves.
It doesn't save and I don't save, so
The Yin got an 11, just a heads up. I haven't said what the DC is, just letting you know the Yin got an 11.
I'm gonna assume it's higher than 2. So
It is higher than 2.
okay, yeah, so it did
It's at
fail.
least 2.
Okay, hear me out. Can I somehow try and protect the Yin and throw myself in the way instead?
You are so far away from the Yin when this starts happening.
Valid.
And also, because even if you run to catch up with it, it is running away, and it can move about 100 feet around.
That is fair.
So... Okay. Alright.
I made some bad decisions all around, and
You guys are doing great.
Stop staring at me.
Wait a second,
not-
I have a great
I
idea. It would save
didn't
me.
help.
It would save me, but not anyone else.
Do whatever your character would do.
I could just pull out something wide and cast a movable object on it and hold it over myself, so that it's an umbrella.
True.
Have fun. Emma, I did not help the situation, so it was a group effort. Alright? And by group, I mean just you.
Session 2, TPK. Session 2, TPK.
Imagine Black Horizon, you guys have been doing so good, you know,
Yeah,
like
man.
barely scraping out of fights but doing really well, and then session 2, dead.
Regis and Lori almost died in session 2 of Black Horizon.
Oh, I haven't said any numbers yet. My sister was just like, "How you guys doing?" I'm like, "I haven't told them yet."
We're all dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we did got pretty close to dying in Black Horizon.
So I will let you. I will say. I'll probably repeat this once Shade gets back anyway. But I will say, the amount of damage you take is also affected by your proximity to the origin of it. So I will go through individually, person by person, and tell you the damage you take, and then. So I will, if I can find the piece of paper I had. If everybody can tell me what they rolled again. I know Shade put it in dice rolls, but...
I got
Put mine in.
nat 20.
Nat 20.
I got
For a total of 20.
I got a natural 1. And that's all that needs to be said.
Alright. Let Shade get...
Also, while you're doing that, I'm gonna quickly grab a soda.
Yeah, go for it.
Soda!
Get back.
You're good. I'm rolling. So, the damage is also affected by your proximity to the collapse, so I'm rolling everybody's damages individually. So it's just taking me a second, so that's all.
You good?
Flip everybody's spots
No.
again so I can actually see.
The cat's trying to take my food.
Alright, I have blue cream soda.
Okay, and then we'll do... No,
I just hope we didn't just destroy these homes.
That's... yeah, probably.
Oh no.
Oopsie daisy.
Just
Let's hope
imagine the
it's-
series of events. We come in, oh, you guys have a dog? Not even a minute later.
We got our
Oh,
dog.
Man, dogs are dangerous.
I can't.
No
Hey,
wonder my
Mom
mom
did
said
this.
no.
Hey, weren't there 4 of you? No.
No.
Just like to state for the record, this was my fault. This is absolutely my fault for letting the Yi out in the first place.
Who let the dog
Again,
out?
it was a group effort. You let the dog out. I cast Thunder Step. Emmy cast Erupt. What was it? Earth Eruption.
Erupt Earth.
Erupt Earth. Shay didn't do anything.
I didn't do anything and I'm on this.
Shay's innocent.
I didn't do anything.
Alright,
I just got here, man.
so I will just go down the list in Discord.
Oh gosh.
So, Nell, you took 26, half to 13. I rolled really low for you. Good job.
Okay.
Rolled really low.
So-
Romulus, you took 33, half to 16.
Okay.
Tafris, you took 37, and this is all
Down.
bludgeoning damage, by the way. You took 37 points of bludgeoning
Dead.
damage. And Guire, you took 41, halved down to 20 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, 5.
Okay.
So the cave is continuing to cave in. We're gonna say, you know, for the sake of blah blah blah, you guys are no longer on this battle map and stuff. Tafris, you probably make it around here-ish before you are hit and collapse from the rubble. What is everyone doing?
Romulus is gonna whack Tafris with his staff and cast Give Life.
Am I like under rocks? Or I don't know how this works.
Yeah, that's a good question actually. Before I do this,
You technically are, but I'm gonna say, you know, you're a dragonborn. You're pretty tough skinned and stuff. That it wouldn't be too hard for someone to pull you out from under it, or if you are healed, for you to push it off of you.
Is the cave, is it still collapsing or really good?
It's still collapsing, but you can tell as a group from the pattern that, you know, the spider web cracks kind of go out, and then it collapses, and then it spreads more and collapses as the weight kind of redistributes and then falls, and then redistributes and falls. So you have a little bit of time before the next section falls.
yeah. So I will stand by that. I come over, whack.
Yeah, you will
Give
basically
Life.
get a round of actions, and actions, bonus actions, whatever, and then we will do another athletics check.
Up. I don't know how much Give Life is.
It's you roll a hit die, and it's that
Okay.
plus your con.
Let's do. Ow. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up.
And
Yeah.
now would also be the time for if anybody has any ideas or ways to mitigate damage either to the cave itself or from the falling rubble or to each other, however you want to do that. Now would be the time to do that, or you can just keep booking it. You can, if you use your action to continue to run, you will get advantage on your athletics check.
I don't really have anything that could help, so, you know. Yeah.
I don't think I have anything.
No.
Alright. Then you guys can...
I might have something, but I'm reading it real quick.
Yeah, you're good. No rush.
The only thing is I can't find the actual thing for it because I just keep getting.
The only thing I could do to help myself get further away would be also hurt all of you and would make the cave collapse faster.
Another
Also,
thunder
I'm-
step.
Yeah, also I'm out of spell slots, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, I'm out of here.
I gotta get up.
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think it's actually gonna work the way I thought it was. Never mind.
I don't think this idea of mine is worth trying, so I'm not gonna.
Okay. So is Give Life an action or a bonus action?
I can cast it as a bonus action since I have cantrip specialist.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you all use your actions to continue running down the hallway, so give me one more athletics check. Everyone gets advantage on it. The DC is a little bit lower this time.
Oh, that was cocked.
I'm gonna cry. I got a 4.
Oh god.
I got an 8.
I got a 3.
12.
We're doing great, guys.
TPK.
It might be.
Alright, so there's no proximity this time, and everybody's taking full damage, so I'll just say the damage once and roll once.
Alrighty.
Because you're all kind of moving in a group now.
I'm pretty much guaranteed down.
I am pretty much guaranteed dead.
Math.
This music is very fitting for the situation.
Yeah.
I should just be playing sad violin, I think. Because that's about to be appropriate.
The world's smallest violin. If I stay up and you go down, I can prevent you from rotting. You're welcome.
From rotting.
Oh,
Right.
do you have gentle repose?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
So you guys kind of clump up together, get Tafris up, and continue running down the hallway, or this little tunnel, kind of making your way back to the central hub you came from. And you're running, you can hear the sound of stone on stone and dust being kicked up. And it's loud, it's a cacophony in your ears, and you are just kind of like urging each other to keep running in a weird moment of like, we all hate each other, but we all need to survive, so we're all gonna, take care of each other. And you guys don't really notice as a large chunk falls right above all of you and crashes down. And, oh, there it is. I was like, I wrote it down, where'd it go? And everyone
It's gonna be a
takes
painful number.
35 points of bludgeoning damage.
Down.
Gone.
How does it work with over damage again?
Yeah.
If it is over your max HP. So, like, you go to 0, and then it does over your max HP after that.
Okay, so it didn't, but yeah.
Okay. Very down.
So who's up?
That's a good
Anyone?
question.
Go Maya.
Me.
Squire's up.
Alright, so not to put the pressure on you, Guire, what are you doing? It does seem like the cave is now settling. And, you can't really be too sure if there might be another cave-in coming, or if it's gone. Maybe you could go get help, or you can try to stabilize or address some of the people here before you do that. What would you like to do? And take your time, it's no rush.
You said we were in the main area, right?
You are very close to it. You're not quite back there yet. You can, kind of see the torchlight from V's kind of central hub that she's in.
I can see the torchlight.
Yeah. You're, maybe 120, 130 feet from the main hub.
I don't like the pressure.
I'm sorry. And feel free to ask, I can clarify stuff, or, you can make some checks and stuff and won't necessarily use your action or anything.
I like to imagine that.
Would I know if I yell, will V hear me?
I mean, you can try. You can't be certain. She hasn't really, with all the noise of the cave-in, she hasn't really arrived to check on you guys.
Wait, more important question, where's the yin?
Yeah.
Dead.
You do not
Probably.
see
Yeah.
the yin right now.
Yeah,
Oh.
absolutely. Okay.
He gone. He ran a while ago.
I mean, he probably returned to his orb.
Maybe. Uh-huh.
So, so we have potions. It more defines. Yeah, we have
Yeah, we
5
sold them.
potions.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Stole them from
we
Elizabeth.
stole them.
we
my God,
did steal them.
Who has them?
Yeah.
Say,
It's
I
like
believe Tafris was the one who. Oh no, actually, Guire was the one who originally took them because you went through Elizabeth's stash, right? Or was it
Yeah.
Tafris?
I got the rations. I think Tafris or one of the other people actually found them.
Oh.
I think it was Tafris.
Okay, so
Oh.
Tafris has them. So,
Eh.
in one round's time, you would be able to find, get, and administer 1 potion, and then you would have to wait for another round to do another one.
Would I have the ability to administer a potion to Tafris and then grab Nell and carry her and tell Tafris to carry Romulus over to
It
the
would be. So it would be your action to grab and administer the potion, and then if you want to make a strength saving throw to grab and drag Nell, I will let you attempt to do that as your bonus action and movement.
And then my last question would be, could I also yell at V while I'm doing all this to see if she hears?
Yeah, talking is a free action, yeah.
Okay.
Crying is a free action.
Remember,
Then-
everyone, crying is a free action.
then I'm probably gonna try and do that. I'm gonna get Tafris, hope he gets the plan, while I'm yelling for V, wake up Tafris, and then grab Nell and book it for however long that takes, whatever. So that's the plan.
Alright. So, you rush over, kind of hurriedly going through the bag and pull out one of the glass healing potions. It's cracked, but it's still good to go. And you pop out the cork and throw it down Tafris's throat, metaphorically. Go ahead and roll 2d4 plus 4, I believe is what I said these potions did. Yeah.
Okay, so 8.
Alright, Tafris, you have 8 hit points. You're up. Guire is kind of standing above you, has an empty bottle in his hands, and seems to be screaming for V and turning around to grab Nell. What are you doing? And then, Guire, I need that strength saving throw.
I'll just... Okay, based on everything,
Nat 20. Yay!
Alright, awesome.
I'm just gonna try to administer a potion to Nell's being grabbed, and I guess Romulus.
Okay. Yeah, if you spend your action to do so, easy enough. You pull out another bottle and uncork it. Go ahead and roll me a percentile die real quick, please.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay. So just the percentile die?
Like a percentage, yeah. Like
a
1 to 100.
40. 40.
Okay. So, you pull out this potion, and it's cracked, and some of it's leaking out, but you administer what is left in there. And so, Romulus, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please. This is not a death save, it's just a Constitution saving throw.
Let me kill Romulus by accident.
Wrong spell. Wrong potion.
3.
It was actually poison.
God
So, you administer the
This
potion.
is all my nat 1.
Sadly, from the cave collapsing, the damage to the potion
Blast.
bottle, and it leaking, there is not enough left in that particular bottle to fully bring Romulus back to consciousness. So go ahead and roll the healing, and Romulus will be healed for that amount, but he is still
Okay.
unconscious.
Okay, that's fine. Not dead. So that is 10.
Alright, so Romulus, you are at 10 HP, but you are still unconscious. So you do not have to roll death saves, but if you take any damage or anything, it will count as a failed death save. So you're effectively stabilized, just unconscious.
Alright. I guess.
But, yeah.
Bonus action, I will attempt to bring follow in Guire's
Yeah, so
footsteps and bring
same thing,
Romulus.
strength saving throw. Guire, you have Nell kind of like fireman carried over your shoulder, and you run back to the main space, and you get through there, and you can kind of hear the cave finally coming to settle, and you drop Nell off. I do need Nell to make a death saving throw, please.
The strength save was finally good. It's a 19.
Okay, yeah, same with you. You get Romulus. It's more of a dragging, but you still get him through, and you put
Drag
him
the fat
down
rat.
as well.
10.
So, okay, that's one success.
Yay.
Alright. And Guire, because you were calling for her, you guys get into this room and you kind of scan and look for V, and you see that she is holding a small grayish colored sphere in her hands and just kind of looking at you guys like, what's going on?
Okay, I have to say it. V's nuts got him. Boom.
Huh.
Got him.
I was thinking it since last session. I have to do it at some point. Ugh.
You know, the cave-in could still happen.
Okay.
It can happen right now, bitch.
Okay.
Guire's out of breath and immediately is like, do you know any healing spells or have any healing potions? We need to move.
No?
All right,
Great.
fine.
I'm
I
5.
will administer another healing potion to Nell.
Okay. So yeah, you pull this one out and you pour it into Nell's mouth and go ahead and roll some healing.
You get also 10.
All right, Nell, you snap back to consciousness. You are sore all over. You have been battered and bruised today, but you are alive and you have 10 HP.
Today sucks.
Barely, narrowly escaped that shit. Oh my god. We still need to leave, but also, you know.
Yeah. Now that everyone's up, Dwyer would
cave-in.
probably explain everything.
What happened?
If the cave-in doesn't kill Romulus, he'll just have a heart attack.
Roll a Constitution save for Romulus' heart. No, just
Well,
kidding.
we did get, we got the 3s, so this is about right, I think.
That is true.
And just like
No,
the
this
vibe
is-
checks, this was of your own action.
Yeah.
No, this
Yeah.
is my nat 1 I got on my vibe check.
just tanked it.
It was
We were looking for
a
something to blame me on. That would be
It's
it.
a group effort, the shittiness. Okay. Right, it's fine.
Alright, what are you guys doing?
Does
Oh,
it seem like... Yeah, does it seem like this cave is stable, like, enough to...
Go
to
ahead
the point where we
and
would have to
roll
leave?
us a beautiful nature check, please.
Good at that, because it's an skill for no reason. That's a 15.
So after, taking a second, letting the adrenaline calm down, you don't hear any more sounds of dirt and motion going on.
Okay, so I can
For
see-
now, it seems that the cave has settled.
Got it.
Ow, I punched my mic again.
Nell will get
Trying
up,
to change the music back, but I
groggily,
can't find the one I was playing earlier.
go
It's-
over to Romulus. My bad. And cast healing word.
It's worth mentioning. We're fine for now, but it might, at some point, continue to collapse.
9 points of healing. Romulus.
Yeah,
Oh.
Romulus, you finally snap awake. You are at 19 HP and
Uh,
seemingly safe.
The highest out of all of us.
Ow. We are
Uh,
alive.
Did he ask if we're all alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Head count. 1, 2.
Sign off.
So-
1.
Who's
Everyone-
dead? Sign off.
Raise your hand if you're not here.
Everyone
Not-
besides
You're dead.
the hyena, apparently.
No, I. Oh, yeah.
What did you guys do?
Just make Tafris will make eye contact with Nell, just to,
I asked the earth for help. Got a little out of hand.
Did I?
Oh,
I cast a
No.
very loud spell. As much as I would love to be angry, I did not help in stopping the cave from collapsing, and I will take responsibility.
Let the hyena out in the first place, so
oh.
most of us are at fault. Why I did nothing wrong.
Okay. So when all the noise happened, this kind of rolled out from the hallway. She kind of holds up the gray sphere.
That must be a hyena.
Well,
I'm
that
Pretty sure it's a
certainly-
ball, but yeah.
That certainly isn't going to help in getting it to trust us.
No, probably not. We'll do it somewhere less cavey.
So
Probably be for the best.
What happened to the cave then?
It collapsed on top of us.
Oh. Okay. Well-
Having second thoughts, are we, about letting people stay?
That's okay. I just have to wake up Mom and Dad.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Aw.
Uh-oh.
you
Romulus
kind of-
makes eye contact with Nell.
I thought you were alone here.
No. You saw them. You see him on the way in.
What did I...
My mom and dad.
Skeletons?
Mhm.
Right.
You guys are being really weird.
So your parents died.
Would
Your parents
like
dead
to
as fuck.
challenge that, but really
You're-
can't in this situation.
Your shoes. That's why your shoes raggedy, and that's why your parents are dead. That is hell.
Vine
what shoes
boom.
they got on? What shoes they got on the ground?
Anyway, you guys take a second and like stop bleeding. I'll be back.
Not believing.
Romulus is actively pulling shards of stone out of his fur.
Would you
Are-
eat the shards of stone burger?
Are any of you guys following her as she heads towards kind of the entrance tunnel where
No.
the skulls
Oh
were?
no.
No,
No.
don't have the
Yes.
energy. Have 8 hit points. Like went down twice.
Okay.
Elf's like,
Nell,
"That
you're
thing,
following.
Back to life. Let's go. Yeah.
No, Dwyer is sitting up against the wall,
Okay.
huffing from the adrenaline rush.
Tafris is
He is
laying
mad.
flat on his back.
Romulus is as well.
Floor time.
Floor time. Forced floor time. This shit is. I had floor time earlier too.
Okay.
When that thing was
Nice.
pinning me to the ground.
Oh, I thought you meant in real life.
No.
That's floor time and
A lot of-
compression time.
A lot of forced floor time. But yeah, so now you follow her, and she does go down that kind of entrance tunnel of a little bit until she gets to that kind of threshold where the two skulls are. And she kind of grabs one and pulls it out of the soil as almost it almost seemed like it might have been rooted there a little bit, like it's been stuck there for a while.
Can you grab that one, please? Just don't grab it by the eye sockets. She doesn't like that very much. It's very rude.
Right. Okay.
Grab
All right.
gently.
Grab. It has a weird amount of I forget the word, resistance to it. That's the word. As you pull it out of the dirt. But it comes out, and no fuss really about it. And she kind of tucks hers under her arm, and with how large it is, it's almost like she's got like a beach ball up under her arm. She brings it back
Oh.
in. It's probably slightly too heavy for her. You see her kind of like trying to act cool, but she's like,
We probably have the same strength.
maybe. Dope stats. And she takes it back into the big room, and the rest of you guys see her kind of appear with one skull tucked under her and Nell with the other one, and she kind of goes to the center of the room and puts the skull on the ground. And when she puts it down, you see that it like sits on the top of the dirt and then sinks down like an inch until it's kind of nestled into the ground like it was at the threshold.
No, we'll follow suit and put the other skull down next to it.
Okay, and you see kind of the same thing happen.
So, Mom, Dad, sorry. Our new guests might have, made an oopsie and broke a little bit of the cave. Do you mind fixing it? I know you're kind of tired, but, give you some help.
She kind of just sits there for a little bit and waits.
Too exhausted to point out how unlogical this is. So
Yeah, Romulus is just staring up at the ceiling.
Nell's looking at the skulls, looking at me, looking at the skulls.
All right. I know you guys all kind of just said what you were doing, but is anybody doing anything for the next, 5 or 10 minutes aside from floor time?
Nope.
Floor
Floor
time.
This
Okay.
close to falling asleep.
So about 5, 10 minutes pass, and there's no answer, and she doesn't seem disappointed or despondent or anything. She kind of is just watching eagerly, and it gets to that point where like someone kind of starts to feel like they're gonna speak up and kind of explain, and you feel the earth quake underneath all of you, and there's that moment of panic.
Not again!
And there's that moment of panic of, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Until you hear the sound of, like, roots snapping and popping and things moving into place, like someone just cracked their back or their elbow or their knees. And pulling out of the ground, you see these huge bony hands come out from either side of the two skulls. 2 hands each, and push into the dirt, and the size of the hands are probably equivalent to like Nell or Guire's wingspan, your arms held out to the side, and they push against the earth, and you see them kind of pushing upwards and outwards, and the skulls dislodge from where they're settled in the ground and rise up, and you see the bottom jaw come out of the ground and kind of snap upwards into place with a little like kind of cartoonish skeleton rattle to it, and it pulls outwards, and you see the spine comes out of the ground almost like picking an onion out of the earth, and one by one the ribs that are kind of flailed open and flat curl inwards and lock into place kind of from bottom up until a proper rib cage is formed. And looming at the center of this cave, tall enough to almost hit the 20-foot high ceiling, are these ginormous skeleton people who have kind of come to life. And they don't speak, but they kind of look down at V, and you see the bottom jaw of the left skeleton kind of rattle a little bit, and it's just the sound of teeth on teeth. But V is like, yeah, it was an accident. They didn't do anything. They didn't mean to, break anything. If you're not too tired, if you could just, fix it a little bit. And you kind of hear that rattling sound again, and the right skeleton kind of turns and looks at the left skeleton, who, turns to look back, and they have some conversation that you guys can't decipher between each other with just the sound of, like, rattling bones, before the right skeleton lowers itself back into the earth and disappears, and the left skeleton kind of shifts to the right a little bit, still most of its body submerged in the earth. And it kind of settles. It doesn't go back into the earth, but it kind of settles a little bit, and is just kind of watching over the party, Envy as well. Envy kind of just goes over and sits by you guys.
Okay, they said they're gonna fix it. It just might take some time.
Right.
That is kind of them.
My parents are really nice.
Romulus is just kind of staring upwards. I feel like if the camera were on him, you'd hear like the cartoon blink sound effect.
Blink,
Blink
Tafris
long.
is probably in the beginning stages of falling asleep now, I would say. Yeah.
I'm not falling asleep. I was just calling a cab.
Jealousy.
Insane into
Well, this was humbling.
I'm gonna go get some food. If you guys want to rest up, my dad will watch over while I'm gone.
Romulus very quickly leans. He sits upright and leans forward and coughs up some blood, and then lays back down.
Right. Okay, bye. And she kind of disappears down a different tunnel, the non-collapsed tunnel. And the large skeleton kind of moves forward. It's interesting because the earth seems to displace around it and then remove back to its original position as it like crawls through the dirt to get closer to you guys. And it kind of is... It's weird because it's... In this situation, it's very intimidating, but it's almost like it's crouching over you to protect you in case, you know, anything else falls or anything like that. The rib cages are kind of like almost touching the ground on either side of you guys. Almost like it's putting you in like rib cage jail, but in a protective way.
Rib cage jail.
And you can't decipher it, but you hear just like the rattle of its jaw clicking in whatever kind of communication it seems to be capable of.
Morse code.
Romulus is just nodding his head slowly.
Nell will just quick druid craft a little mushroom and hand it to the big skeleton.
The skeleton kind of reaches behind its spine and up into it to very delicately grab the mushroom. It is minuscule in these large bony hands, but it very delicately grabs it and pulls it back out. And you see, kind of unexpectedly and interestingly, it goes and takes the mushroom and kind of puts it in underneath its bottom jaw, and you see it vanish.
Huh.
And it pulls its hand away and puts it back on the ground and levels itself back out.
Neat.
I apologize for your cave.
Just some rattling in response.
Good talk.
Right. So, sure enough, after about 30 minutes, V comes back and has a few dead rodents and little creatures from deep within the caves.
Romulus is offended.
And she kind of kicks up a fire that had been kind of smoldering in the corner and attempts some form of cooking. And you all kind of take a moment to breathe. And right as, you know, the food starts being quote-unquote cooked, you hear the distant but thunderous sounds of large stones being hefted and moved. Every now and then you hear like a scraping sound of what could be like carving of some kind. You assume that the other skeleton, the mother, has gotten to repairing the tunnels now.
I feel like at this point Romulus is close to dozing off, just laying here.
Tafris is not awake. No.
Oh my fucking god, he fucking dead.
Almost. Yeah,
I
so
think-
close.
I think if everyone is in agreement, we will make this the start of a long rest,
Yeah.
and we will
Yeah.
call it here for the night.
Sounds good.
Good job, everybody. You
He
didn't die.
Jesus.
Yeah.
You have to almost have a TPK at least once for campaign, and it just happened
It
to
builds
be for
character.
It just happened to be the second session.
Yeah, and it happened to be
The
our
first
fault
combat.
entirely.
Yeah, I don't really like, you know, like over the table metagame talk or whatever, but you guys were actually pretty close to winning that fight already. And you did that, and I was like, oh, okay. Cool.
Fuck him up, I guess.
Yeah, go ham, I suppose.
Oh,
We went ham, all right.
you sure
Yeah.
did.
Not
The
too
cave
much.
did too.
Uh,
Oh shit, that cave got
Revenge.
hands.
Cave wanted blood.
The cave is also a vampire.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that was
And I was
fun.
like, are you ready to return to the earth?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the direction I thought today's session was gonna go, but I'm okay with it. There's a lot of accidental damage being handed out.
lot of irony, a lot of accidental damage, a lot of
Turtle death, you
TPK.
know,
We
it happens.
bonded today.
That was your karma for mercilessly killing the turtle.
True.
Return to
Yeah.
the
It all
earth.
comes back around.
When you almost die with people, you know, that was our bonding time. Good
Yeah.
bonding.
My
Thank
bad.
you,
It will
TK.
happen
I'm glad you
again.
enjoyed.
Yeah.
Yes,
That was
thank
fun.
you.
Yeah.
Good villainy, everyone. You did a great job. I hope it was somehow catharsis without, you know, being really messed up.
No, I
It was.
enjoy it.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I needed to be evil after work today, so
Good, I'm glad.
helpful.
And we got
Wanted to
Black
be evil in
Horizon
real
next weekend.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yay.
I stole a
I am
rock.
excited.
I am too.
Go from playing my
You
awful
did steal the
rat man
rock.
to my
It's
sweet,
still a rock.
my sweet
I can't
sweet
wait to get
honey.
bullied as a DMPC after being killed by a DMPC tonight. This is great.
Yeah.
I get to go from playing the angriest and meanest character ever played to Aratus, who he'd be angry, but like not really, you know. He's no snowflake or anything, but Snowflake, the character. That's the issue with that character's name, right? Because of the connotation
Oh,
Yeah.
Snowflake, yeah.
of that, yeah.
Liberal leftist snowflakes.
Yeah, he's no a liberal, okay, who's super sensitive.
Yeah, and then in case anyone in chat was wondering or curious or whatever, Black Horizon is a home game that we play just to kind of be silly, have fun. So if we're ever mentioning that, that's what that is. You're not missing anything or anything like that.
No, it's actually the secret campaign that we stream sometime.
Yeah, if you actually look really, really tiny in the bottom right corner of every stream is actually Black Horizon happening at the same time in the background.
The
It's like
ARG.
a pixel by a pixel.
Yeah, there's actually
If you donate
Blackberry
50 bucks,
ARG.
you will get to
there's
see that campaign.
clues leading to a secret Twitch account. that
Well,
we
I'm gonna
have.
start reading recaps for Black Horizon at the start of the Villains campaign just so everyone can be really confused.
I'm excited. I'm excited for more villains. I'm excited for Black Horizon. I get to
got
play more.
Some goofy stuff happening.
I get
I'm
to play Huggy.
excited for Bleeding Moon. Kalile up to nonsense, and I love
I
it.
am.
Yeah.
I am. We have to fight ourselves. Oh boy,
That's gonna be good.
it's gonna be
Oh.
tough.
Boy.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll take. Oh, no, I probably should take myself. I'll take Jeb. I think I'll take Jeb.
You'll take Jeb?
Not real Jeb, fake Jeb.
Mm.
Okay, but here's the problem. If fake Jeb moves as fast as real Jeb, he needs to be stopped. Okay, and I can stop him.
Yeah, you can stop him. Okay, that's valid.
Ah, yes, the Sand Sirens.
I still feel like it would be. I know it wouldn't make any sense mechanically, but to just fisticuffs fights our copies would be so fun.
That would be funny.
Knock them to the ground and start beating the shit out of them until they do it back to you, and then you're like, ah,
Yeah. Mom,
no, stop.
Only I'm allowed to beat up myself.
Oh. Alrighty, chat. We're gonna get out of here. We will catch you again next week for Bleeding Moon on Friday. Thanks for coming by, and we'll see you then. Good night, chat.
Bye, chat.
Bye.